Going live. Yeah, we're live now. All right. Straight in. Welcome everybody to One Fight Night 41 Media Day. I'm with the man who will defend his welterweight submission grappling title, Tye Ruotolo, back in the house in Bangkok. I'm not there. I'm in Hong Kong in my bedroom, but I'll be there tomorrow. I was just telling Tye for the weigh-in. So how are you doing, Tye? Good to see you.
Oh, doing great. Super stoked. Back in fight week. Yeah, happy to be back in Bangkok for sure.
Back in Bangkok, back in fight week, back in submission grappling after a couple fights in MMA. How has that transition been? I guess it's pretty easy for you.
Yeah, this process it's been super fun. Just kind of going back and forth with my brother. MMA, jiu-jitsu, and it's been really nice to kind of dust off the cobwebs in the jiu-jitsu realm of things and get my mind thinking about all the problem solving that I normally wouldn't be thinking about in the MMA portion of things. So yeah, it's been good going back and forth, and yeah, I feel like I'm sharp in both categories in both sports. So yeah, feeling good.
Assuming all goes well on Saturday morning against Pavel Javorsky, your opponent, is it back to MMA, another grappling defense, or you just leaving it up to one championship?
That's the plan, is to defend, or not defend, but just have another MMA match as soon as possible. Been super fired up on that. So if we can't get another match done in April or a fight, keep having a hard time saying fight and match and different, making the
Same.
difference between the two. Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited to have another fight here soon for sure.
Yeah, what about this Samurai event, One Samurai 1, April 29th? You like a bit of Japan. Maybe if there are no injuries or anything, you want to slide onto that with an MMA fight?
Yeah, 100%. Not to look past Pavel in any way, shape, or form. I got my hands full with this cat, but yeah, that would be excellent to get on that card. I love Japan, and yeah, doing the samurai shows would be epic.
Yeah, big deal for Japan. I'm sure you're happy, you and your brother, to hear they signed this deal. Monthly events in Japan, 12 a year, 5-year contract. Are you expecting to be heading to Japan a lot more now?
I hope so. Got to brush up on my Japanese. But yeah, I'm real excited to get back over there more consistently. I love that place. One of my best friends is from Japan, and so I got an epic tour guide when I go over there, to say the least. And yeah, it's an amazing place for sure. The culture, a lot of things I can learn from that place. So trying to get over there as much as I can.
Is that Keanu? I met someone on your team, Keanu.
Yeah.
I think he lived with you in California or nearby, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's one of my childhood friends, but yeah, he's a longtime Japanese pro surfer. So him and his brother, sick lineage, and yeah, they're cool cats over there.
Yeah, he helped me pick the best ramen last time in the.
Yeah, that sounds like Keanu. Yeah, he's got things styled for sure. Yeah, the Igarashis are awesome.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Well, just back on the MMA in Japan, I interviewed the Lee brothers, Christian and Adrian, after Adrian fought last month, I think it was, and Christian was in his corner, Adrian back in the win column, and I asked Christian, do you see the Ruotolos in that rearview mirror for either of your belts? And he said, like, I respect what they're doing. I don't think they're ready yet. He didn't want to talk bad or anything, but I don't know if you saw his comments. Do you think you guys are close to title shots, or are you happy to just go at the pace you're going now?
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting topic. I haven't really, it's one I actually been thinking about a lot, and I haven't really made a really decision on my behalf. I'm really ready to fight whenever and whoever, one puts us in front of. And so if they want to line up the Lees versus the Ruotolos are ready for that 100%, but yeah,
Tag team
down
match
for anything. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope one day we see it. But Christian says he's taking some more time off. He's having the fourth baby. So the welterweight belt, won't be defended again. Is it the welterweight belt you're looking at for MMA? I presume Cade is looking at lightweight. I guess obviously you guys will never fight each other, but are you targeting long-term welterweight MMA career?
You know what? That's a good question. I guess my brother and I have been tackling the 170-pound division for right now, and we're gonna keep tackling, opponents in that division until we run out of space, and then we got to figure out what to do. And then maybe I'll move up and get to 185, or we'll kind of pivot from there. But yeah, there's still some discussion I got to have with my brother on that one.
All right. Well, this week it's welterweight. It is title defense in grappling. Paweł Jaworski, as we said. Talk to me about him. I'm not a grappling aficionado. You obviously are. Tell me a little bit about Paweł.
So Paweł Jaworski is a dangerous leg locker for sure. Jiu-jitsu always never really changed too much in the sense where traditional jiu-jitsu worked, and IBJJF style jiu-jitsu was always effective. And maybe 5, 6, a little bit longer, about close to a decade, there's been a big shift with the leg lockers coming in and beating a lot of these high-level world champions that have been around forever with leg locks, and so you see like this wave of leg lockers. Paweł Jaworski's, right at the top in the front of the wave, one of the best in the world at leg locks. And it's been my job and my brother's job to figure out how to defend those leg locks, for ever since we got broken by him when we were 16, so we were on the other side of those. We went into ADCC trials. We were about 15, 16 years old, and we both left broken and limping. We were like, okay, we got to figure this out, so, put a lot of time into the garage and into, figuring out these leg locks. And now I feel like we're the best leg lock defenders in the world, and we can counter them better than anyone as well, so now it's a great opportunity to showcase that, we are, the best, not just leg lock defenders, but the best, jiu-jitsu guys in the world, no matter what strategy is coming at us.
Yeah, and you guys, I know the Ruotolo has always come for the finish. Your last 2 grappling matches, though, you've had to go to decisions. Are you extra motivated this time to get the submission?
Oh, 100%. I'm on a co-main event here. It's Lumpini, to say the least, my favorite spot to fight. And I got a great placement on the card, so I'm fired up to get the sub more than anything. It's, the last match, coming back from my injury, and I feel like I didn't maybe take as many risks as I could have to get to the submission. Took a few, more than my opponent for sure, but still not enough to get to the sub, and I know that in order to get the sub sometimes on these guys, I got to do some really risky, crazy things, because a lot of these guys are getting pretty defensive, so I'm excited just to go in there and give it my absolute all in the jiu-jitsu realm again. It's been a while, and I'm always grateful to get on the mats.
Yeah, there's a bit of debate at the moment. I don't know if you saw the fight at the weekend, the UFC main event, the BMF fight, Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira. A lot of people criticizing Oliveira for just using his grappling, maybe playing it safe, they say. You guys, you and your brother, you always go for the finish, don't you, in grappling? And you also show you've got hands, and you sort of, even if you're getting the finish, you're setting it up with knockdowns and things like that. How important is it for you to show that element of grappling, that ruthlessness, and even in your MMA?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just get the match done, no matter what. Finish it. That's our job, is to finish. So, yeah, I can't stress enough how important that is to both my brother and I. And anytime we don't do that, it feels like my job's not accomplished. Win or lose. So. Or it doesn't make sense, even if I do win, I feel like my job's not accomplished, so yeah, and make sure we get the finish.
What did you think of that fight? I presume you saw it, or you seen highlights.
I didn't get to watch all the fight all the way through. From my understanding, looked like Max was trying to stand and bang, and Charles kept taking him down. But yeah, I'm excited for to be mixing it in, with just, I'm excited to keep going on the MMA journey that we're on, keep working our way towards the top of the division in one, because I know that, my brother and I, we have what it takes to be the best in the world, so I'm excited to, to keep proving that, one championship.
I throw it to the chat quickly. A couple questions for you. Story of the fight says, I ended my stream last night 10 minutes early, 10 minutes before you woke up. Yeah, we're a little bit different time here. Shout out to Tye. Good luck. What's the post-fight meal look like? Is it different when it's BJJ versus MMA?
Oh, that's a good question. It's always clean. I never take too many chances. My brother had some raw chicken, one of his last fights, and he had a gnarly night for sure, to say the least. So I always go with there's a spot called Jones Salad here in Bangkok. It's just super clean chicken, rice, and they cook it all the way through. So that's where I usually go.
Where is that, in the mall or? or what? You order it.
Exactly. 6th floor right on in Central Plaza across the street.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll hit that next time. Okay, and have you competed in the cage? Oh, sorry, Tye, you've competed in the cage, the ring, and the CJI pit. Do you have a favorite, and do you think MMA is viable in the pit?
Man, MMA could be radical in the pit, huh? Just full Spartan kicks off the side. That would be insane. I think it is viable for sure, as long as people didn't run out, right? So, yeah, I think with the right people, that would be insane. And out of all of them, my favorite, I really enjoyed the pit a lot, to be honest with you. And I also enjoy the ring. Yeah, more than when I'm fighting MMA, I enjoy the ring. But yeah, I don't really care, honestly. It's down for whatever's.
I think you guys, you were at the first CJI. I don't think you were at the second. Are you sort of prioritizing one championship now, or they kind of asked you not to do that this time? And would you be at the third one?
No, I think it was more so just a different way they had the competition laid out, and it didn't really spark our interest as much as the first one did. And so yeah, it's more so just some personal interest kind of things than one to let us kind of compete for the CJI and for the ADCCs, and yeah, they're super cool with that.
All right. Well, what is the update on your brother then? Quickly, we haven't seen him compete in a while either in MMA or submission grappling. I know he had a knee injury last year. Is he back close to recovery now?
He is. He should be back in action and any minute now. He was almost on this card with me here, and just couldn't really get an opponent, I believe, or maybe we postponed another month or so. But I actually don't even know what happened there. But I know that he's back in action in about a month or two. So yeah, be looking out to see a new version of Cade here pretty soon. Super fired up, to say the least. I can't wait for him to fight, because he's got a lot of pent up anger.
It will. I know, without giving it away, but is he keen to sort of have a grappling tune-up and then get into the MMA, or is it straight back to MMA?
No, I think he's straight back to MMA, Cade. Yeah, I think he'll do some more jiu-jitsu stuff throughout the end of the year. But for right now, he's locked into MMA.
All right. Well, it's you up first Saturday morning. Final message to everyone: what's going to happen when you get in the ring with Pavel in the co-main event, Fight Night 41?
Let's go. What's gonna happen? Hopefully a submission sooner than later. Hopefully it's not a bunch of butt scooting, from each side. But I know for a fact I'm doing my best to find the sub no matter what. So yeah, hope you guys tune in and do my absolute best for you guys. Let's go.
Yeah, I was going to ask as well. Did you think you might get the main event after the Muay Thai title fight fell through? But they've put Sinsamut and George Jarvis above you, I guess, to kind of keep the Thai crowd hot. But yeah, were you hoping maybe to slide into the main event?
Oh no, I wasn't really thinking about it, to be honest. Just been locked in on the fight. Wherever I lay, the fight lays, and I'm just excited to solve the riddle of Pavel Jarowski's leg locks. So yeah, wherever we are in the card doesn't really matter to me. We could be at the bottom. It just means I got to wake up earlier.
All right. Well, thank you, Tye, and see you tomorrow at the weigh-ins. Is everything good? It usually is with you guys.
Yeah, we're all good. Thank you. Locked in. Ready to go.
Yeah, catch you there. All right, thank you, Tye. See you tomorrow, and yeah, best of luck.
Thank you, Nick. You hammer.
All right, brother. All right, that was Tye Ruotolo. I'll take him out of the chat. Yeah, the reason I was delayed. I was making my bed in the background. It was a bit messy. Tye, it's first up. We have a bunch more people coming up. You can see in the description. I think it's George Jarvis next. George and Tye switched around. I don't know if it's George next, but it was meant to be George first, so I'm sure we'll get George eventually. I don't know when. I don't know how. I do know how. Five will put him on. But No Mundao podcast. What is up, brother? Good to see you. Hello to everyone else in the chat. Hi to you as well. Vegan Crane waiting for Supergirl to show up, of course. Yeah, we'll have Supergirl. We'll have Sinsamut. We'll have Suablack. We'll have Yau Pui, Willie van Rooyen, and Jeremy Miado for you today. Most of the big names from the show, if not all of them, will be right here. Stick around. It could be a long show. I don't know how long. Could be 2.5 hours, something like that. Could be 3 hours. I hope not 3 hours. That'll be very long for me. My voice will die by then. But yeah, welcome back, everyone. I did the show with Marat Gregorian last night. If you missed it, go check that one out. Some good stuff from him talking about his fight with, Kaito Ono, which has been rebooked for One Samurai One on April 29th in Tokyo. And obviously, a lot of drama happened there a year ago now. Kaito refused to catch weight when Marat missed weight. Very narrowly missed weight, but missed weight all the same. Kaito didn't want it. Marat was pissed. Chatri was furious. They both blasted Kaito. Kaito demanded an apology, demanded Chatri retract his words. Chatri did end up doing that, but very rare for Chatri. And then, yeah, they smoothed things over. Kaito eventually debuted against Siasarani and lost that fight. But he's gone back. He's won his last 3 fights in Japan. Most recently against Sitichai, a title defense in knockout. He also beat Enrico Kale in shoot boxing, having lost to Enrico Kale straight after that. Lost to Siasarani. He had a 2-fight dip, but he avenged that one, and there was another win in there. I can't remember. But yeah, Kaito back on track. The fight is back on track. The card in Japan is looking amazing. One samurai, one. Just looking around. See, there are no dogs here. They may turn up, may come in and out. If you see the dogs, say hey to Molly and Billy. But yeah, I don't know who's next. Tye makes a new squeeze combo and names it the cheeseburger. Vegan Crane is looking forward to it. Glad you like these streams. Story of the fight. It's a bit easier for me to just do all the interviews in one live stream than when I'm on the ground in Bangkok. It's 10 different interviews and 10 different videos to edit, which, as you all know, can be quite time consuming. Plus all the stuff in between. But yeah, we can just hammer it out here. You can stick this on in the background as you go about your day, or if you're getting ready to go to bed, you can unwind with a bunch of interviews from Fight Night 41. I will be on the ground though for One Samurai One, doing the interviews before the event. Just at the moment, taking a bit of extra time to help out around the house with the newborn. So yeah, if I do the interviews on the ground, I have to fly in on Tuesday because they're very early on Wednesday morning. So I'm kind of gone for 5 days at least. Makes things a little difficult here. So if I come in on Thursday, it's only 3 days. I'm gone. Bit easier for everyone. All right. The last one got a decent amount of new fans for Stella. She was so cool on here. That's good. Yeah. She is. Hopefully, yeah, people can see the personalities of the fighters. Because I don't know, yeah, if everyone's going to watch 11, 12 interviews back to back separately, you know what I mean? But here, they're all on one stream. You can just, like I say, leave it on in the background, or you can tune in while you're at the gym. You know, if you're catching up. I'll try and put timestamps in as well, so you can jump to whichever fighters you want to speak or listen to, sorry, and then you can cut out me waffling in between them. Or you can listen to the whole thing if you like the waffle. Bit of waffle for your breakfast. Do you think this fight would have got rebooked if Chatri hadn't apologized? Story of the fight. Ooh. You know, I don't think Kaito even would have come back to one if Chatri hadn't apologized. And I think Chatri apologized because Japanese culture is very important, you know, about respect. Well, yeah, we'll get back to that thought because George Jarvis is here.
Hello, mate.
How are you? Good to see you,
How's
George.
it going? How's dad life?
Yeah, it's okay. You probably see the bags under my eyes.
Yeah, it's rough, mate. Them first few months, mate, it's rough.
Does it get any easier? I'm 5.5 months in now.
Probably not. Nah.
Oh no.
It gets better,
Yeah,
mate. The problems
really?
become different, but it's always good,
no.
mate.
How old is your boy now? I think I met him last time. Yeah, whenever that was.
Roman is going to be 2 in April, so not long after I get back, mate. Yeah.
Oh wow, time flies. So you guys talk me through it, because after that fight, I know you hung around in. You stayed in Samui for a while, and then you eventually didn't get that fight. I think you were going to fight Sinsamut, it didn't happen. So you went home. now you're back. Just talk me through the last few months.
Yeah, so we stayed in Samui till December. Like you say, got the offer to fight fight Simpson at the end of the year, so we was buzzing. It was going to be nice to kind of close the year off having another fight and kind of putting the past behind us. But that fell through, so we ended up going back to England in December, back for Christmas. And yeah, just regrouped, got back into the training with my old team back in England. Just went back to my home and just kind of got back to what I knew, and you know what I mean. I think it done me the world of good. Being in Thailand was great, but sometimes you just need that normality and back to what you used to, So I think it done me great, and it was very good to be back. And yeah, so now we're back out here fighting Sinsamut, and I'm buzzing, mate. I'm excited.
Yeah, obviously you want to put things right after what happened against Reggie and Ursel. A lot of lessons have been learned, I imagine, from that fight.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of lessons. Even though it's such a short fight and I got caught early, it's not just what happened in a fight. It's stuff that I've done before, and it's just everything. It's just a different look on everything now. I feel like I've grown up now. I've matured a lot. I've worked so hard, so hard the last 6-7 months, and just working on all the little bits that I feel like let me down, and so I'm excited. And a lot of people say I'm excited to come back and show the world and all this, but it's not really. I just want to prove to myself, I know what I'm capable of, and I'm excited just to prove to myself what I can do, and just get that confidence back, and take out the division once I'm like that. I think it's possible,
Do you think, does part of you think maybe I rushed in too soon to get the title? Like I could have done a couple more fights first. Obviously, you're not going to say no to a world title shot, right? No one will say no. But do you wish, in hindsight, maybe I waited one more fight, 2 more fights like this?
Yeah, for sure. Like if I could have my perfect kind of timeline, then I probably would have had a few more fights. But when I come off the win against Chaffee, someone who beat me in the past, and then literally like 2 weeks later, one championship called the team and said like, right, do you want? I thought originally it was going to be Denver. They said, oh, do you want to fight Regan Ursel for the world title in Denver? And I'm like, can't say no to that. This is something that I've been dreaming of for the last years. Years and years, ever since I even seen the one championship start. That was a dream of mine. So how could I possibly turn that down? And obviously fighting such a credible fighter as Regan, it was just a good opportunity. So. But yeah, obviously looking back on it, I wish I had a little bit more experience. Fighting Simpson before their title fight probably would have helped me a little bit. But you can't change what's happened now. It's all part of the story, and we're on to the next chapter now, mate.
Yeah, he's obviously a great fighter as well, and he's fought Ursel twice. He's fought everybody. He's always in and around the title. Do you feel a win against him is going to maybe get you back to the belt, or are you not going to rush? It doesn't matter if you win. You might try and get another fight first. What's your plan here?
Yeah, I think Simpson will definitely get me back into that kind of conversation for sure. But if I'm completely honest, I'm not even really thinking about anything else. Like past Simpson, I know it's a tough test. I know it's a possibility that I can, come back and take him out. So I'm just trying to enjoy the moment. I'm just trying to enjoy, everything that I've worked so hard for. And, when I get the job done, it's just going to taste so sweet, bro. So I'm just excited to get Simpson out there. And once that's out there, when I'm on the mic on Saturday, the adrenaline starts pumping. I'll probably start calling shots at here, there, and everywhere. But let's just focus on Simpson until after the fight.
Yeah, well, he has lost 3 of his last 4, but I think that doesn't really tell the whole story. He's always kind of a dangerous contender. That's how you see it, right?
Yeah, listen, and the thing is, people go, yeah, but he's lost 3 out of his last 4. But look who he's fighting. He's fighting Regan Ursel, Nicky Holskin. Who's the other guy he lost to?
He lost a decision to Youssef Asuku, is a good fighter.
Oh, that was it, Youssef. Yeah, so like Youssef's, he's a tricky guy. He's very big for the weight. He's very tall. He's like 6'3". I think he fought Simpson at pretty much southpaw the whole fight. Difficult fight. It was very close. You know what I mean? Regan says it all, and then obviously Nicky Holskin, kickboxing, probably not Simpson that's, best to kind of game plan. So, I don't really look into these things too much. Anyone can beat anyone at any point in this game, The level that we're all fighting at, the rule sets with the small gloves, it just changes everything, mate. This is a thing that people need to start realizing. Just because someone's better than someone, or someone's bigger, or someone's better skill set. You know, it doesn't really mean anything, mate. You have a bad night or a bad moment in a fight, then that's it. It's going to cost you. So
he's a funny guy as well, but he said some fiery stuff when the fight got announced on social media about you. Did you take that seriously? I can't even remember what he said. It was all a bit weird, but what was your reaction?
Saying that talked to a tree or a mango tree, I don't know.
Yeah.
It all got lost in translation, I think, a little bit. I think where it stemmed from, when Japan card got announced last year, I think I tagged Simpson and said, let's get the fight on in there, because obviously, you know, it's a dream fight. It's a dream for me to fight in Japan. So, you know, I just thought I'd drop a little shot, but it was nothing personal. You know, I never said anything about him personal, and really, even the stuff he said to me wasn't really personal anyway. It's not like he started talking about, you know, myself or anything in that aspect, you know. So just a little bit of fight trash talk, as that happens a lot, mate. So I didn't really take no notice, to be honest.
Yeah, he's just quite a strange guy. Yeah, I enjoy him. I think he plays to the crowd a little bit. He's gonna obviously be a fan favorite. They're gonna be cheering for him. How do you tune that one out when you come to the ring on Saturday?
Me, mate. I've been here many times. You know, I've been in crowds when they're booing me in different countries. You know, around Europe. So coming over to Thailand to fight Shanna John in my debut fight, to then who else to fight? Rungaree was a home fighter as well. You know, I ended up knocking Rungaree out. So, you know, these things don't bother me, mate. If anything, the more pressure that gets put on me, the better, because it just makes it more sweet when it all goes my way.
Well, I'm looking forward to the fight for sure. Also looking forward to the return of your good friend and your sometimes training partner, Jonathan Haggerty, who is going to defend the belt against Yuki Yoza in Japan. Were you a bit surprised that, obviously you probably know more than me, but I thought John might be out a bit longer. We didn't know the severity of that injury. You were there when it happened, right?
Yeah, I knew he a torn sank in his shoulder, you know, which is obviously a very bad injury. At the time, it was, you know, definitely not able to fight Nabil, you know, at such short notice, like after the injury, you know. So I believe, you know, he's obviously healed up really well, which is great to see. And he's back out probably sooner than everyone expected. But, you know, hats off to him. He probably got a good team around him, making sure the recovery kind of system worked out perfectly. And now he's got, you know, a great fight in Japan against a great Japanese fighter. So I'm very excited for that fight, mate. To be honest, it's gonna be a great fight.
Yeah, a lot of people probably saying Yuki Yoza is a favorite. I'm sure you see it the other way for Jonathan.
Yeah, of course, we're always gonna back our own boys, but it's a good fight. It's you know, it's a very clash of styles. You got someone who likes to sit in close and, you know, chop the legs, calves, anything he can kind of get his leg on. You know, to good fast punch combos against John, who, you know, moves so well, uses his long range teeps and kicks and that left kick, and, you know, it's just a battle of styles, mate. But I do think, you know, John is so hard to hit when he's on that moving, you know. So if he can't trap Jonathan down, and the thing is, Jonathan's team ain't stupid. They're going to be working on the scenarios where he does get pinned up against the cage or the ropes, whether it's in a ring or a cage. So, you know, they're both going to come prepared, and it's going to be a great fight for sure. It's going to be a great fight.
Yeah, a lot of attention being brought to Yuki Yoza's use of the calf kick, and even Joe Rogan been talking about it. What's your take on the calf kick? Are you a big proponent of it, a big fan of it? Will you be using it on Saturday?
Do you know what? I've been working on a calf kick, and I do like it, and it hurts me. I can't lie. When you do get hit with a few, I've done a few sparring sessions with Jonathan in Koh Samui when he was preparing for Nabil, and he was popping my calf a few times, and that's when I kind of really felt what it felt like. Before that, I had a few taken by Ricardo Bravo in my kickboxing fight on one. He gave me a few calf kicks, and I felt it a little bit then, but not too much. But yeah, man, they're effective, you know, and it's a different technique now. They're very hard to defend, especially when you're fighting someone who likes being aggressive. You know, it slows them down. It's a bit like a jab, you know. I mean, that's how I would describe it. Like it's not like a one-shot knockout thing, but it's just one of them things that you keep throwing. After a few, you know, you just start to go, yeah, cool, that hurts, you know what I mean? So I'll definitely be using a few on Saturday for sure, but I'm not going to give too much away.
Well, Sinsamut, a big guy, like talking about trees. He said, "Go talk to a tree." You're gonna have to chop the tree down, aren't you?
He looks like a bloody tree. Have you seen his green hair?
Oh, is it green? Oh no.
I think it's all part of the thing. He's dyed his hair green now. He looks like bloody tree himself. But he's
Well,
off his head,
fantastic.
mate. I'm just so focused on the fight. But yeah, this guy is crazy, crazy.
Yeah. Story of the fight here saying you seem so chill. How do you talk trash against such a chill guy? But I mean, how do you see yourself? Are you chill outside the ring, but not very chill inside it?
Yeah, I think outside I'm just normal, mate. I can't be arsed with all this trash talk and that. I generally don't think I've ever fought anyone I like hated. You know what I mean? I could probably say I dislike Chaffee because of what happened in the past. You know, like he beat me and I come back for revenge and that. But I never hated him. You know what I mean? I'm a nice person. I come from a good family and that. But don't get me wrong. When I'm in that ring, mate, I want to rip your head off. You know what I mean? I want to take your head off your shoulders for sure. Do you know what I mean? But until then, I'm just chilled, man. I can't be asked for the drama, to be honest. I'm just chilled.
Well, it's nice to see. It doesn't always have to be about bad blood, does it? But it should still be a great fight. Yeah. Finally, what do you think's going to happen? What can you tell us? What should the fans be prepared for?
Well, for example, a lot of things I could say right now, but you know, the fans can definitely expect a good fight, an explosive fight. I can't promise it ain't gonna last too long this time, but that's gonna be because I'm gonna be knocking him out. But you know, we're both gonna come to fight. You know, there's a bit of emotion there. We've both got so much on the line. We need to prove ourselves. You know, we're both coming off losses. We both want to get back in that title conversation. So, you know, it's a great fight. It's a great setup in our careers, you know, and it's going to go off, mate. I can't wait.
And you're the main event now. Is that cool? The other fight fell through.
Yeah, that is cool. I can't lie. I was gutted about the girls pulling out. I can't lie. I was absolutely gutted because it was a great fight that I know the whole Muay Thai community wanted to see for a long time, but I can't complain, mate. Main event, you know, against Sinsamut, one of the biggest fighters in Thailand. So let's go, mate.
Let's go. Well, I'll be there tomorrow at the weigh-ins. I'll be flying in the morning. Is everything okay with the weight? I presume it is.
Always, mate. You know, I work very well with Pete, Condition Nutrition. He's always got me eating all kind of funky stuff this week, mate. So it's all good, mate. I'll be on weight tomorrow. Right. Don't worry about that. I'm all good.
Yeah, we need a main event, so I don't want it to fall through, guys.
For sure. I won't let you boys down, don't worry.
Otherwise, we got the grappling in the main event, and there'll be a lot of people unhappy.
I love it, but no one wants that as a main event. Come on.
Well, yeah. All right, man. Thanks, George. I'll see you tomorrow. Right. Yeah, thanks for speaking to me.
Take care, bro. I'll see you tomorrow. All the best.
Yeah, see you, mate. All right. That's George Jarvis, the G Unit, back in One Championship against Sinsamut Klinmee, the new main event of One Fight Night 41, sorry. Yes, on Saturday morning. After, sadly, the Alicia Rodriguez fight with Pedjija fell off the card, both of them injured. A double injury, rare. But it's what can you do in such circumstances? And it does mean, yeah, we do not have a title fight in the main event. There is a grappling title fight, of course. We spoke to Tye already. But yeah, main event is now George Jarvis and Sinsamut. I'm sure it will still provide plenty of fireworks. And if it goes the distance, I think it's going to be a real banger. I'm not sure it will. Both guys are going to be going for the knockout. They are known for their knockouts. So let's see what happens. Give me your thoughts in the chat. What you think will happen. I'll get back to this one from Story of the Fight. Shout out again, Story of the Fight, one of my members. Appreciate the support. You really want to help me out. As always, please consider becoming a member. You get a few little bonuses, some perks. I'm working on a few more. But mainly, yeah, you're going to help me just do what I do, give you more content, give you guys more fun live streams like this. Also help me get hotels, flights, and pay my video guy, Giuliano, who's there now on the ground, I think, hovering around in Bangkok. He will be there as well tomorrow with me at the Friday fights face-offs and the fight night weigh-ins. And then, of course, Friday fights itself on Friday and fight night on Saturday. So, yeah, but, you know, otherwise, just enjoy the content. And anyway, Story of the Fight's message here saying, do you think this fight would have got rebooked if Chatri hadn't apologized? That was Kaito and Marat. And I think I was saying, you know, I think if Chatri hadn't apologized, it would have, yeah, really left one in a tough spot in Japan, because I think the culture there is all about respect and honor. They're very, very big on that, and that's why Kaito didn't take the fight, because they're very strict about weight misses. Normally in Japan, if you miss weight, it's like an automatic walkover win for your opponent. It goes on your record as a win, for the opponent. So yeah, you can understand in the culture of weight miss in Japan is pretty big, and that's why they don't tend to make massive cuts, the Japanese fighters, because of that, I think. So Kaito probably felt, oh, Marat's making this massive weight cut. That's why he failed. He looks. They did the face off, and I understand he was concerned the way Marat appeared at the face offs. Marat looked a little gaunt. You can see it in the photos. I put during my article. Check it out, BangkokPost.com. Maybe I can show you guys that. Yeah, his stance was that Marat is not looking too hot. He's clearly had a big weight cut, and I'm not going to take this fight. I think that was it. Yeah, Marat looking pretty sucked out there, so to speak. Maybe I'll zoom in on it, see it. But yeah. But Marat was fine last time. He got on board with Peter Miller, who George Jarvis here was just talking about. Condition nutrition, and he had no problems making the hydration last time. He told me on our interview last night, the weight is never a problem for me, it's just the hydration. But now he seems to have both under control, and he was all good against Ampo, and then he took that fight against Ampo missed hydration and came in very heavy. But yeah, some shots were fired by Marat again. I've got an article going up a bit later from my interview with Marat last night. You can check it out on BangkokPost.com. The link is in my bio on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Or you can just bookmark this page here, BangkokPost.com/sports/one-championship. I would, not very catchy, is it? But I'll try to get a vanity URL made. One championship. BangkokPost.com/one-championship would be cool, wouldn't it? But not for now. But yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, I'm not even sure. One could have done what it's doing in Japan right now with One Samurai. Say if Chatri hadn't kind of walked back those comments, maybe that would have jeopardized One's push into that market. So he very wisely kind of made peace, and I think it was the right thing to do. And I think Chatri's a bit more cautious now with what he says regarding Japanese promotions and Japanese fighters, things like that. I think he was also kind of quoted last year in a Thai media scrum saying, it was sort of putting down K1 or Rise, whatever, and then the Rise CEO got a little bit testy about it, and Chatri said he was misquoted, and I think he's being a bit more cautious about that, because you have to work with these promotions in Japan. It's not like a come in and dominate type of thing. You've got to be respectful to everyone. So One have to navigate those waters. Of course, they want to be big in Japan, but they've got to, just learn to live in that ecosystem, instead of trying to put competitors out of business, things like that. But you can still do that, but you got to do it subtly behind the scenes, not just kind of come out and trash. Not that he's doing that or anyone's doing that, but there is a way to do business in Japan. And at work, talk when I can, says Sean. Good to see Sean again. Hope work is okay for you. Yeah, this stream might be fun for you. If you're at work, just stick it on in the background with those headphones in. Need that link in the YouTube description, brother. Which link? Have I left something out? Oh, you mean the Bangkok Post? Yeah, good idea. I will put that in. I really need to fix my YouTube description. It's pants. To fix my social media game in general. But yeah, we if you're just tuning in, we've had George Jarvis, we've had Tye Ruotolo. We got plenty more interviews coming up for you. Let me have a little look at the list. Oof, where is it? Okay, Sinsamut, I think, is next. Suablack, Supergirl, Yau Pui, Willie van Rooyen, and Jeremy Miado. So stay tuned, guys. Don't walk away. Or if you do, just come back and watch, because plenty of stuff to talk about. But yeah, in between, I'm more than happy if you have any questions. Please throw them in the chat so we can stay busy here in between interviews, and I can fill the silence with some stuff. Don't have much to talk about. Maybe we can talk about this card. I'll bring it on screen. One Fight Night 41. Here you go. There it is. All right. Yeah, so as we said, Sinsamut and George, the new main event, Tye and Pavel, a co-main. But it's a good card either way. John Lineker and Ben Willis here, featherweight kickboxing bout. Bit of a shock that one was, to be honest, when they made that fight. Yeah, Ben Willis has a big following, obviously, on social media, but, have we seen him be tested to this level? John Lineker is not someone you kind of want to mess around with, but he's a serious guy. I'm just trying to make these fights a bit bigger on screen for you. Lee Sung-chul will be making his debut in one after winning the contract on Friday fights against Fabio Henrique, another debutant out of Brazil. I like Lee. He's looked good. Oh, what is that? Got some notifications popping up. Hugh. I always love watching Hugh fight. He's great against Suablack, and of course, love watching Suablack too. Flyweight kickboxing, though. I know Suablack's had his kind of renaissance in kickboxing, but yeah, I think questions still remain maybe around his flyweight like suitability, because I know he fought Pakon on the tent pole. Was that at flyweight? It may have been a catchweight, you know what I mean? Because he was going to fight Sexan, and then did he already fight Sexan? I can't remember. Yeah, that was at bantamweight. So I think bantamweights. Yeah, he beat Sexan, and then I think he was going to fight someone. It fell through, but here we go. Sorry to keep you waiting. Back in action. It is the man we're talking about. Suablack in the house. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
How are you doing? Good to see you again. So, how is everything going ahead of your return to action here? One Fight Night 41.
เป็นยังไงบ้างการกลับมาของ
ก็รู้สึกดีครับที่ได้กลับมาชกวันไฟท์ไนท์อีกครั้งหนึ่งเพราะว่าครั้งที่แล้วก็ได้พลาดโอกาสป่วยถอนกระทันหันก็เลยคิดว่าจะไม่ได้ต่อยก็เลยจะเอาไฟท์นี้
So yeah, I'm very happy to be back in One Fight Night 41 because the last one I was sick and then I had to withdraw the fight.
Yeah, how are you finding the move down to flyweight this time? Because you were going to fight, I think, Johannes Stupinan at flyweight. Didn't happen, obviously, as you said, you got sick. But the last fight against Pakon was bantamweight. Is everything okay for flyweight now? You doing okay making that cut?
เป็นยังไงบ้างกับการที่กลับมาต่อยในไพรเวทเพราะว่ามันอยู่ในจังหวะใช่ไหมครับแล้วก็เนี่ยสภาพร่างกายเป็นยังไงบ้าง
ก็เรื่องน้ำหนักก็โอเคครับน้ำหนักก็ไม่มีปัญหาก็ได้มาตั้งแต่อยู่ค่ายแล้วก็การต่อยไฟเวทก็ไม่ได้เหนื่อยครับลดน้ำหนักลงมาไฟเวทก็ไม่ได้เหนื่อยก็รู้สึกเฉยๆครับในแบบนี้
I think like in this fight weight is okay. About the weight cut is fine. I already preparation myself well since I already in the fight camp. So I think it would be all right.
Well, it's kickboxing again. This guy is quite tough though, Hugh. What do you make of your opponent? He's looked very good in one championship so far.
ในการต่อยคิกบ็อกซิ่งครั้งนี้เนาะกับคู่แข่งคือฮิวซึ่งฮิวเขาเป็นคู่แข่งที่ค่อนข้างที่จะหนักพอสมควรเขาเหมือนแบบมีชื่อเสียงคิดยังไงบ้างกับการต่อยกับฮิวครั้งนี้
ก็รู้สึกดีใจครับที่ว่าผมได้ลงมาต่อยไฟเวทครั้งนี้แล้วก็ได้ต่อยกติกาคิกบ็อกซิ่งแล้วก็ได้ต่อยกับฮิวซึ่งเขาชำนาญในกติกาคิกบ็อกซิ่งอยู่แล้วแล้วเขาน่าจะติดท็อปไฟของแรงกิ้งของคิกบ็อกซิ่งไฟเวทด้วยก็เป็นเรื่องที่ดีครับที่ผมจะได้ต่อยกับเขาเพราะว่าถ้าผมชนะเขาได้ก็ผมก็อาจจะแทนที่เขาได้ ครับ
Okay, so I think that it is great that I have a chance to face with him because I think he is like one like top 5 ranking in kickboxing, and I guess if I can beat him, so I will like replace his place, like be in the top rank.
So would you like to maybe put your name in the mix for a flyweight kickboxing title shot? Is that what you're saying?
So เราคิดว่าก็ถ้ามีโอกาสเราก็อยากเห็นว่าจะอยู่ในกติกาคิกบ็อกซิ่งมันอยู่ในลิสต์
ก็การที่ผมลงมาต่อยไฟเวทก็ผมก็ตั้งใจไว้ว่า จะชกทั้งกติกามวยไทยแล้วก็คิกบ็อกซิ่งในพิกัดไฟเวทก็จะเอาทั้ง2กติกาเลยครับก็อยากทำฟอร์มตัวเองให้ได้อยู่ในท็อปไฟ1 ใน 5ในของกติกาใดกติกาหนึ่งให้ได้
Okay, so I think like this is great that I come to this division flyweight too. I can be like both like technique, both Muay Thai and kickboxing, and I want to do my best in my performance so I can be in the top rank of both Muay Thai and kickboxing.
Yeah, we saw you in kickboxing against Sangati. You looked like you were having fun. Which one do you prefer? Do you have a favorite, kickboxing or Muay Thai?
ก่อนหน้านี้เราเคยชกกับแสงจากที่ในรายการคิกบ็อกซิ่งใช่ไหมคะก็คือว่าในสไตล์การชกชอบแบบไหนมากกว่าชอบคิกบ็อกซิ่งหรือชอบมวยไทยมากกว่า
ก็หลักๆก็ชอบมวยไทยมากกว่าแต่ก็สามารถชกได้ทั้ง2กติกาครับ
I would say I do like Muay Thai more, but I can do both style.
Well, talk to me about the weight. How do you make it? Because you already look so shredded at bantamweight, and then even at 140 pounds when you fought Sexan, now you're 135. Where are you losing that extra 5 pounds of weight? You're already completely jacked and shredded.
เหมือนก่อนหน้านี้เราอยู่แบนตัมเวทก็คือเหมือนเราก็ดูดีมากเต็มที่แล้วแบบตรงเนี้ยที่ไฟเวทมันก็ดูแบบได้ยังไงเราเตรียมตัวยังไงการที่เราเคยรู้หนัก
ก็เยอะครับก็13กิโลก็ถ้าหลักผมก็ควบคุมอาหารการกินครับไม่กินของหวานของมันของเค็มแล้วก็ไม่กินของจุกจิกกินแต่อาหารคลีนที่โค้ชเตรียมไว้ให้ครับ
So about my weight cut, so I have a preparation with my coach at the gym. So I cut off all of like the sweet or the like fatty things. So I have only like clean food that value to our health. Yeah.
Well, just back on the fight, I think a lot of people are going to say Hugh is the favorite. You are the underdog. Do you like that? Are you happy to be the underdog? And do you think you can get the shock victory here on Saturday?
ก็กลับมาในเรื่องของการชกน้องที่เราจะชกกับพิมก็คือเหมือนเสียงค่อนข้างมากก็ถือว่าเหมือนเราเป็นมวยเราคิดยังไงกับหรือว่าชอบมันไม่ใช่ชอบหรอกแต่ว่าคิดเห็นยังไงกับความคิดเห็นนี้โอเคไหมหรือว่ากดดันไหมกับการที่เราเป็นมวย
ก็โอเคครับก็ดีครับที่เราเป็นมวยรองเพราะว่าเราลงมาต่อยในกติกาคิกบ็อกซิ่งซึ่งเป็นกติกาที่เราเพิ่งชกเป็นครั้งที่2ก็ไม่แปลกที่เราจะเป็นรองแล้วก็เวลาที่ตัวผมเป็นรองเนี่ยผมก็จะไม่กดดันตัวเองแล้วมันก็จะต่อยออกมาได้ดีครับ
So I think I kind of like it when the people think that I am an underdog because this is my second time in kickboxing game, and then when other people considered me as a underdog, so I think I have no pressure on myself, and I would think that like my performance would be better. Yes.
Yeah, I think a couple of years ago, the criticism that you received from the fans, you used to be affected by it, but now it seems you're much stronger. You are able to embrace the fans who criticize you, and I think you're dealing with it a lot better mentally. Is that how you feel?
ก็มันก่อนหน้านี้2-3 ปีที่ผ่านมาเราก็มีเสียงวิพากษ์วิจารณ์เยอะเนาะแต่มันที่อาจจะเป็นด้านลบมากแต่ตอนนี้พอเรากลับมาดูแข็งแกร่งขึ้น รู้สึกว่าโอเคกับตรงนี้หรือว่า
ก็ไม่ได้รับมือกับเจอวิจารณ์ยังไงครับก็มันเป็นสิ่งที่ผมอินมากกว่ารู้สึกเฉยๆมากกว่ามันรู้สึกไร้สาระกับอะไรพวกนั้นมากกว่าก็เลยเรามีค่ามากกว่าคำพูดพวกนั้นครับก็เลยรู้สึกเฉยๆไป
Okay, so I would say I didn't give too much attention to those like criticisms because I think like is I believe that those people is like didn't know me enough like than myself. So I would say like is don't worry. I'm okay with it. I'm used to it. Yes.
That's good. Because we all love watching you fight Suablack. Just how are you feeling then? Talk to us about Saturday. What's going to happen when you get in the ring with you at Lumpini Stadium, one fight night 41?
ก็เกมแพลนสำหรับผมก็เต็มตัวมาหลายอย่างเนี่ยเพราะว่าคิวเขาเป็นนักมวยที่ไวแล้วก็อาวุธก็ค่อนข้างรุนแรงแล้วผมก็มีความคิดว่าแผนที่พยายามจะปิดเกมให้ได้ก็อยากต่อยเกมสั้นเลยครับเพราะว่าอยากโชว์ฟอร์มออกมาให้สวย
Okay, so I think like on this Saturday, I will do my best in the performance because he is like the tough athlete and he has a lot of like dangerous weapons. But I would do my best to close the game.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to this one. And I'll be there at the weigh-ins tomorrow. Is everything okay? You're confident you will pass the hydration and the weight, Suablack?
ก็พรุ่งนี้สำหรับการชั่งน้ำหนักเป็นยังไงบ้างโอเคไหมคะ
ก็โอเคครับก็วันนี้ก็เช็คค่าเราก็โอเคครับก็น้ำหนักเกินอยู่เลย
I think everything is fine. No worry about the hydration and weight cut. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Thanks so much, Suablack. And yeah, good luck for the fight. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. All right, that was Suablack, and that's my baby. I'll have to close the door. She's a little upset. You might be hearing it on the stream, but I'm unable to help her right now. But someone is. You may have heard her on the stream. I think she's a little cranky. Got a little bit of little tired, yeah, but maybe a bit hungry. Maybe all three in one. That's how it goes with a baby. But yeah, there's Molly in the background jumping on the bed. I don't know where Billy is, my other dog. I think he likes to stay close to the kitchen, you know. But anyway, we have another fighter for you. We're going to bring him in. There's Sinsamut here.
ดีโอ้
How
ย
are you doing?
ไล
Good
ท์
to
เชิร์
see
ต
you.
เยอะแมนเชสเตอร์ยูไนเต็ด
Oh yeah. Are you a fan as well, Man United fan?
yeah
Well, maybe I'll bring you a shirt tomorrow.
oh
What size
thank
are you?
you and
You like?
I like shirt here very
Okay.
new collection yeah
Yeah, I have the new collection. Yeah,
oh,
I'll bring you something. All right.
oh thank you
I hear you have some green hair. Is that right? Wow. Yeah. Why did you dye your hair?
because I want to change everything I want to
Okay.
change sometimes good luck
It's a new Sinsamut. All right, talk to me about the fight, George Jarvis. What's going to happen on Saturday when you get in the ring against this man?
สำหรับไฟวันเสาร์นี้เนาะกับจอร์จชาวิทคิดว่ารูปแบบไฟจะเป็นยังไงบ้าง
ผมคิดว่ามันจะสนุกแล้วก็ทั้งคู่จะสู้กันได้ดีแล้วก็ทั้งคนก็ฝีมือพอๆกันแล้วก็มัน
So I think like this game would be fun because both of us have like best like we do best in the performance. Yeah, I think it would be fun.
When the fight was announced, you posted on social media. You're very angry, or what happened? Why are we so angry at George Jarvis?
ก่อนหน้านี้ที่พี่พูดเกี่ยวกับบอลจอร์จชาวิทเขาลงก่อนหน้านี้เกิดอะไรขึ้นคะทำไมลงโพสต์กด
อืม เดี๋ยวผมจะพูดหลังต่อยเสร็จถ้าผมชนะแล้วผมจะพูดแต่ถ้าแพ้ผมก็จะไม่พูด
ก็คือยังไม่บอกตอนนี้
ใช่ผมไม่บอก
So I would keep it secret. If I win in this fight, I will say it later on. But if not, I'll keep it to myself.
All right, well, we'll look forward to it. You are now the main event as well. After the Muay Thai title fight fell through, you're now going to be the top of the card. How excited are you to be in that main event on Saturday?
รู้สึกยังไงบ้างที่เหมือนพี่ได้เป็นคู่ของพี่ได้เป็นเมนอีเวนต์ของไฟสำหรับวันเสาร์นี้
ก็เป็นเกียรติมากก็เป็นเกียรติของเมนอีเวนต์เนี่ยก็เป็นเกียรติ
Yeah, so I think it's my honor to be in the main event of this Saturday on Fight Night 41. Say yes.
And what happens if you win? Are you looking at another title shot against Reggie and Ursel if you beat George Jarvis?
ถ้าสมมติว่าชนะไฟนี้จะคิดว่าไฟถัดไปอยากเจอwhat is name again sorry
Reggie and Ursel.
ผมมีความฝันที่อยากจะเจอกับลิเกนอยู่แล้วผมจะเอาจนกว่าจะชนะเขาได้อยู่ผมอยากเจอกับลิเกน
Yeah, so it is my dream that I always want to face with a Regan. If I have a chance, I would call it out.
Well, the man you fought last time, Nicky Hoskin, he's now retired. Were you sad to see him retire? Maybe you wanted to have a trilogy fight with him. You guys both won one fight against each other. Were you looking forward to that?
เขารีไทร์ไปแล้วใช่ไหมคิดว่า
นิกกี้ใช่ไหมนิกกี้เอารีไทร์เขาพูดถึงนิกกี้ผมไม่ได้รู้สึกว่าแค้นหรือว่าอะไรก็รู้สึกพี่นิกกี้ก็เป็นทำให้ผมแจ้งเกิดได้ถึงวันนี้ผมเคยชนะเขาครั้งนึงแล้วก็เคยแพ้เขาครั้งนึงผมไม่ได้โกรธแล้วก็ไม่ได้รู้สึกแค้นอะไรเลยมันเป็นจังหวะชีวิตของนักมวยคนนึงก็ผมดีใจกับเขาด้วยแล้วก็อันในผมรู้สึกว่าโอเคพี่รีไทร์ก็ขอให้พี่โชคดีนะก็ทุกคนต้องมีวันเลิกจากการชกมวยก็ขอให้พี่โชคดีในชีวิตของพี่ผมไม่ได้รู้สึกแค้นอะไรมันพี่เขาทำให้ผมมีถึงทุกวันนี้ด้วยซ้ำไปผมก็ชนะเขาผมก็เคยแพ้มันเป็นประสบการณ์ของชีวิตนักมวยคนนึงทุกคนต้องแปดได้ปะ
ที่บอกว่าเกิดก่อนว่าเป็นไฟแรกเลย
ใช่ผมเคยแพ้กับชนะคนละไฟใช่ไหมแล้วไฟล่าสุดเขาชนะน็อกผมแต่ผมไม่ได้รู้สึกโกรธหรือว่าอะไรผมมันแค่หลับไปผมไม่รู้จะเอาคืนยังไงมัน
Okay.
ผมไม่ได้
So I didn't have any like the feeling behind if he like is as right now he is already tired so I think like good luck with him yeah
But how important is it for you as well to win this fight after losing that last one? Are you extra motivated to get back in the win column?
สำหรับไฟนี้คือก่อนหน้านี้เราก็แพ้มาเนาะคิดว่าในไฟเนี่ยมีเหมือนแบบแรงกระตุ้นแรงบันดาลใจแค่ไหนที่เราต้องเอาชนะไฟนี้ให้ได้
ทุกครั้งมีแรงกระตุ้นผมอยากจะชนะอยู่แล้วก็ผมเจอกับเจวิทผมบอกว่าผมจะคุยในภายหลังทำไมเขาทำให้ผมอยากชนะเขามากกว่าแล้วก็ผมนั่นแหละเขาทำให้ผมอยากชนะ
So like every fight I always plan to win but for this reason with George Jarvis I will say it later after I win
Yeah I like the sound of that what do you think about George he lost his last fight to Reggie and Ursel what did you make of that fight
สำหรับจอร์จคิดยังไงกับเขาก่อนหน้านี้เขาก็มีแพ้ทำที่แล้วก็มีแพ้มา
เอริเกนเหรอจอดเอริเกนก็มันเร็วไปนิดนึงผมยังไม่ได้เห็นอะไรก็เอริเกนก็ทุกคนรู้ว่าเขาก็เก่งเนาะแต่สักวันนึงเขาต้องแพ้เหมือนกันเอริเกนแต่จอดมันก็เร็วกันไปเขาแทบยังไม่ได้ออกอาวุธอะไรแล้วก็เอริเกนจากการเขาได้เร็วมันเป็นพลาดแล้วมันเป็นมวยรุ่นใหญ่มันโดนกันได้มันหลับกันได้
Yeah, so I think it's like that fight with the Regan is like a little bit too fast because but anyway, like Regan, he is like the professional. He is tough and he's like very good, really great. So I think like it could happen.
Well, yes. Do you think George Jarvis is a better fighter than maybe people think? Given based on that performance, do you still think he is a top level world class fighter?
คิดว่าจอร์จชาเวสเป็นเหมือนแบบนักสู้ที่เหมือนแบบอยู่ในระดับโลกคลาสหรือยังเพราะหลังจากแพ้ไปหลังจากไฟนั้นที่มันเป็น
เขาเป็นนักสู้ที่เก่งในวันมันมีแต่นักมวยที่เก่งทั้งนั้นที่มาสู้มันไม่มีหมูเลยสักคนนะแต่ใครพลาดใครก่อนแค่นั้นแล้วก็ใครโดนใครก่อนแล้วมันเป็นมวยรุ่นใหญ่ด้วยมันอาวุธมันแรงแล้วทุกคนมีอาวุธของตัวเอง
Yeah, so he is the great fighter. So I think like in one championship, everyone is like great, and then I think it's depend on like the chance, like who can close the game first.
Well, your last knockout was first round TKO against Nazet Trujillo. Are you looking for another first round finish here, another $50,000 bonus?
ก่อนหน้านี้เราก็เคยชนะน็อกมาเนาะคิดว่าครั้งนี้จะน็อกอีกไหมแล้วก็ได้โบนัส
โอ้ทุกคนหวังทุกคนอยากได้โบนัสทุกคนอยากได้ทุกคนอยากชนะน็อกไม่มีใครอยากต่อยจนชนะคะแนนแล้วก็เจ็บตัวเยอะถ้าน็อกได้ก็น็อกเลยก็
Yeah, so everyone wants that chance. So I think I would be that one too.
Yeah, well, more importantly, Sinsamut, how's your baby? We both have your second baby, my first, born on the same day. How's your second baby doing?
ก็แล้วกับไหนลูก
กูรู้เวลามีลูกเล็กมันปวดหัวแล้วก็มันเหนื่อยมากนะมันเหนื่อยกว่าคนปกติเนาะใครไม่มีลูกก็ไม่เข้าใจผม I think you understand yeah but when you have baby oh very tired like that very
Yeah, very tired. I know, yeah. Well, hopefully you're not too tired.
When happy too yeah man sometimes you don't know very young and
I know what you mean, yeah. Well, hopefully you're not too tired on Saturday. Is everything okay with the hydration and the weight for tomorrow?
ผมว่าหวังว่าจะโอเคน้ำหนักผมโอเคแล้วก็ต้องมาดูค่าน้ำมันแล้วผมก็ใน10ครั้งที่ผมต่อยมามันน้ำหนักมันดีแล้วก็ค่าน้ำดีตลอดไม่คิดว่ามีปัญหาอะไร
Yeah, so I think everything would be fine for my past experience. It's all cool.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'll see you there. I'm going to fly to Bangkok tomorrow, Sinsamut. I'll see you there. Yeah. Maybe I'll bring you some Manchester United gear.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I'll see you later. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye. All right.
Bye-bye.
That was Sinsamut Klinmee. He is back in action against George Jarvis in the main event at One Fight Night 41. In case you missed it, we've already had George on. We've had Sinsamut now. And also we had Tye Ruotolo and Suablack there. Double whammy of Thailand. More coming your way. Don't go anywhere. We have a bunch more interviews. We have Supergirl. We have Hugh, who's going to fight Suablack. We have Supergirl's opponent, Yau Pui. We have Willie van Rooyen and his opponent, Jeremy Miado, to round things out. I'm not sure it's going to happen in that order. Sometimes things are chopped and changed around because normally they do these interviews at the same time they're doing their photo shoots and their rules meetings, things like that. So not always sticking 100% to schedule, but hopefully they'll all be here. Sometimes one or two interviews fall through for timing reasons, but I will be here as long as possible. Go probably hang out another hour and a half, see if we can get them all in. But yeah, Franklin in the chat saying Sinsamut is 100% ready. What's up, Franklin? And Vegan Crane asking if he's training at Chingus' gym. I think Chingus is training at Venom with Sinsamut, where Sinsamut trains. Chingus is always, whenever he's in Thailand, Chingus trains out there. He's good friends with Mehdi Zatut, and his protege, Akif Kulzada, is out there as well. What happened to Alicia versus Pedjija? Percy asks. It fell through, sadly, Percy. Both of them got injured. And yeah, the double injury whammy. So I broke the news last week, I think. Maybe earlier this week that the fight was off. Can't remember the exact. It might have been the start of this week, yeah. No, it was last week. My brain's a little fried. It's just constantly fried from being a dad. Yeah, it was supposed to be, yeah, the main event fell through. Atomweight Muay Thai title fight. It's a shame. Everyone's looking forward to that. Even George Jarvis said he's happy to be the new main event, but the whole Muay Thai community was looking forward to that fight, and it's true. So was I. I can't deny it. But it's okay. We still got a great card here. We still got a great new main event, Sinsamut and George Jarvis. I don't think this one is going the distance. I think it will be a finish, maybe inside 2 rounds, but it could go the distance. You never know. But both guys hit hard. So we'll see what happens. Give me your predictions in the chat. Any questions you have as well for me, put in the chat. Any questions you have for the fighters, put in the chat. Or just comment whatever you want. Get involved. Yeah. Help me get through the next hour and a half or whatever it is with your comments, because otherwise I'm feeling that silence. As Story of the Fight said, that pesky silence. Yeah. So let me know if you have any other topics you want to talk about. Otherwise, I'm just going to come back to this card we were looking at here. Yeah, I was saying before Suablack came on the show here, but yeah, I'm not sure how he's going to look at flyweight, because he's making a big cut, right? He 140 was okay for him. Normally he's bantamweight, right? He made 140 for Sexan and he looked fine. Beat Sexan. I think 135 is going to be tough. He's confident, he's going to make it, but is his chin going to be there? Is his brain going to be fully Nico Carrillo talks about brain fog, against Nabil from his weight cut. If it's a serious weight cut, is he going to be 100% in the ring? And you don't want to be in the ring with a killer like Hugh, who will take your head off, when you're not 100%. And obviously he got sick last time. He was going to fight flyweight against Johannes Estupinan. Ended up in hospital. I don't know whether that was the flu or complications from the weight cut. We'll see how he is tomorrow, how he looks on the scale. He's confident, though, he just said, of making it with no problems. So let's see. That's all I can say. I wouldn't be surprised if he fails hydration, but I wouldn't be surprised if he makes it either. He's a great professional. Just, yeah, like I said to him, I don't know where he's going to lose that extra 5 pounds of fat. He's already so shredded. Let's see. Victoria Souza against Anastasia Nikolakakos. So Vic Souza's back. I broke this news as well. She's been out for a year or so after giving birth. I think she gave birth at the end of 2024. So she's been gone at least 12 months, but 15 months. So back in action now, and she's returning. She on a 2-fight win streak. She was really on a roll before she announced her pregnancy. She beat Itsuki Hirata and Elise Anderson. Big double whammy in and on big shows as well. She was on that Impact Arena event in the summer of 2024, and then the Denver show in America. So 2 big wins on 2 big cards. Can she pick up where she left off? That's the question. And she's against Anastasia, who I don't know much about. This is her debut. As you can see, she's got the old shadow pick on the website there for one. All I know is she's undefeated in 5 MMA fights. She's been on Invicta and I think PFL. She was going to be on GFL before that fell through. So I really don't know much about her. I think she's more of a kind of more accomplished grappler. If you know more about her, you let me know, guys. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And this fight I wasn't even aware was on the card until I saw they released the full card yesterday or whatever it was. Marcos Aurelio and Mauro Mastro Marini are going to face off. So Mauro is coming off 2 losses to Carlo and Lito from the Philippines. Lito Adawan, Carlo Marina Ang. And Marcos is coming off a loss to Carlo as well. So they both lost to Carlo. We'll see. I could see like the loser of this fight getting cut, you know what I mean, in the next wave of releases. I could see, the winner sticking around. But both guys brought in, I think, were undefeated at the time in South America. One tends to, bring in only undefeated fighters on the MMA side, I think, these days. So, and a lot of them are kind of fighting regionally. So this is like their chance to sink or swim. And you're going to get thrown right in the deep end. And it's often against a star from Asia, that kind of thing. So it's up to them to show out. So far, it hasn't gone their way. I thought Marcos looked okay against Carlo until he got caught. Mauro, he's been finished twice in the first round, so I'm not sure his level and whether he's good enough for this level. We'll see. He has to win this fight. I think if Mauro loses this one, he's probably going to get cut, being 0-3. Just the reality of it. And if Marcos loses, he may stick around for another one. You never know. But it's pretty cutthroat now in one championship with releases. Supergirl and Yau Pui. This fight I'm looking forward to. Obviously, I'm a fan of YYP, my fellow Hong Konger. She is coming off a couple of losses. Last one was a tough one to Martina Dominczak, formerly Kiachinska. A decision. It may have been a split. I can't remember. But it was close. Let me look. Yeah, it was a split. And before that, she was knocked out in under a minute by Amy Pearney as a crazy KO. And I think, she's been on a bit of a... Let's talk to Supergirl, though. She's here. I'm going to get back to that point. All right. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. All right. We have got Supergirl in the house, and she is back in action against Yau Pui on Saturday, One Fight Night 41. Supergirl, how's everything going with your preparation for this fight?
Everything going well. This fight, I try to chill, not too stress. Oh, doggy!
Yeah, there she is, Molly. Very cute. Yeah. So everything going well. She's a tough opponent, isn't she? Her last fight was very close with Martina. What did
Yes.
you make of that fight?
What I think about this fight?
Yeah.
I think I don't know what to say. Like they go like crazy punching, and I think this time I try not to like punch at the same time as she punched. Maybe step back a little bit and then jab or do something. Not gonna like crazy. If crazy, maybe 50-50, I gonna get hit or something, and it feel like it's too close. So I want to make it clear. Yeah. So that's
Okay.
why I think they go too much.
Well, Yau Pui, her fight against Amy Pearney, the knockout first round. Do you think you can catch her with something like that? Because she likes to come forward. She likes to just swing. Do you think you can catch her on the counter and knock her out?
Yeah, that's my plan.
That would probably get you $50,000 bonus as well. That would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been working on your English, I see. Yeah. Have you been learning it?
I just try to use it, but not reading or practice much. Just try to use it and remember.
It sounds good. Yeah. Talk to me about the last fight you were gonna have, but then you didn't make the hydration, and then your opponent refused the catch weight. How did you feel after that?
Oh, I feels like pathway is really hard and you tired already, and they cancel the fight to like, oh no. I think because last time I work a lot of my gym, like I just opened my gym. That's why I left for 2 years, and then I worked a lot. I do everything, website, manage everything because it's a family gym, so I had to do all the things. But when everything's okay, and then they work by themselves, that's why I go back to fight camp. But this time I do really hard work and then start fight camp. That's why I stress, so don't have time to break. And last time I drink like 4 liters of water and no paid. I think it's a lot of stress and long time no fight and be like the owner of the gym, and I feel like I have to do everything perfect. So I feel like okay, I have to do everything perfect and it's stress. That's why I think. So this time I try to chill, do everything like I done before when I being a fighter. I want to feel like, oh, how I start Muay Thai and everything, feel happy and comfortable with it.
So you think this time you will be okay with the hydration and the weight?
I think so.
Okay. Well, yeah, fingers crossed. Would you like to try to rebook that match that didn't happen last time? If you win this fight, do you want to face that, do that match again, or would you like to move on with a new opponent?
Like what I say, I stopped for a long time and I want to see myself from this fight and then to decide everything, because I want to feel like before when I like start Muay Thai, I want to see myself and then think about it.
Yeah, it's been a long time since you were actually in the ring. I think it was Christina Morales, November 2023, and you talked about how you were feeling very sick on the morning of that fight, and then it didn't end very well for you. How difficult is it for you to like get ready after such a long time away? Is it going to be tough on Saturday for you to get mentally ready?
Yeah, long time not get hit.
Yeah.
That's okay. I choose this way, so I have to take it.
Okay, well, what's happening with your sister as well, Wonder Girl? We haven't seen her for a while. Do you have an update on her?
She have a gym with her boyfriend. It's MMA gym in Phuket, same in Phuket, but far from my gym, very far. So now she being a coach and not sure she wanna fight. Need to ask her.
Okay, yeah. So she's is it Pichai Muay Thai and MMA?
Yeah, Pichai Muay Thai.
Okay, and you're doing Jarunsak gym, is that right?
Yeah, the name is like Supergirl Jarunsak Gym. Me and my dad, just
Oh,
Muay
wow.
Thai.
Super Dad, is that right?
Super dad.
Yeah. Is Pizza there with you this week? I saw him last time.
Peter,
Yeah, Pizza.
over
Oh,
there. You
okay.
wanna talk with him also?
I'll say hello. He's here. But I'll be, yeah. Hi, Peter. Hello. I'll be there tomorrow for the weigh-ins. Yeah, so I'll
Okay.
say hello. So yeah, just any final message you have for your fans ahead of your return to action here against Yau Pui.
Yeah, this time is my comeback fight, so I'm gonna do 100%, and I try to make like the fights, like the show, the best.
Okay. Well, the fans love you. I'm sure you've missed this, right? You missed the feeling of fighting. You can't wait to get back in the ring.
I think on the ring I will be too excited. Long time no fight, but I try to. Okay, that's okay. It's like sparring. Okay, I think about it's like sparring on the ring.
All right. Well, hopefully everything goes well, and yeah, maybe we'll see you after the fight, and then we can ask you about what you want next. But for now, good luck on Saturday. Thanks for speaking to us, Supergirl.
Thank you so much.
Okay, that is Supergirl. Can't wait to see her back in action against Yau Pui on Saturday morning, One Fight Night 41. It's been a long time. Like I said, she hasn't actually stepped in the ring since Christina Morales, November 2023. And off that fight, she was coming off a great win over Lara Fernandez, and people were talking her up for a potential title shot. So yeah, it didn't go well against Christina, but yeah, she wasn't feeling great. It was well documented what happened. And then last fight against Kirilova, I think it was. Yeah, didn't accept the fight because Supergirl missed the hydration. So it's been a little time since she was in the ring, but she's looking good and seems to be in a good place mentally. Yau Pui as well, like we were saying before Supergirl turn up, is coming off 2 losses, so she's going to be keen to prove something. And yeah, she looked good against Martina. It didn't go her way. Could have gone. It was a very close fight. She kind of came in to One Championship on a big trajectory upwards wise. She got all those wins on Friday fights, and then she had a couple of good wins on her main roster journey. I think it was. She beat Lara Fernandez as well. Yeah, the first one. And then, yeah, Amy Pena caught her cold because I think she's adjusted her style a little bit since then. She's changed things up. So I don't expect to see the old swinging for the fences. Maybe she's still going to do that. It is her style, but hopefully she's tightened things up a little bit. She must have done, yeah, because she looked a lot different in that last fight with Kaczynska, at least. But all right, yeah, and then the openers, Jeremy Miado and Willie van Rooyen, flyweight MMA. Both guys coming off losses to Avazbek Kolmazayev, who is going to fight Yuya Wakamatsu for the belt in Japan at One Samurai 1. So no shame in that. Avazbek is a top quality competitor. But yeah, if you're Willie van Rooyen, that wasn't the debut you've been dreaming of. He's a former champion EFC in South Africa, so he'll be desperate to get up and running in one. And Jeremy Miado, he had just registered a big win himself before that against Gilbert Nakatani, where he really showed off his improvements in the kind of grappling department. He's been learning how to sprawl. He's at Pichai Muay Thai with Wonder Girl and Campbell. Those guys. Campbell's, I think, one of his BJJ coaches. So great bunch of guys over there. You've got Colt as well, Colt K. He's the wrestling coach, I think. So Colton Kielbasa, I think his name is. Yeah, I hope I got that right. Don't want to get his name wrong, but yeah, on Instagram he's Colt K. That's how I know him. But yeah, Colton Kielbasa. He fought on Friday Fights once in the early days. Never came back. I was surprised. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to fight anymore, but he won as well. Anyway, yeah, that's the card. So stick around. We still got 3 interviews, I think maybe 4. We'll have Yau Pui, Willie van Rooyen, and Jeremy Miado. Yeah, so plenty of time left. I think at least an hour I'll be here. And yeah, once again, thanks if you're watching. Thanks if you're tuning in. And enjoy the show. It's we've already had Tye Ruotolo, George Jarvis, Sinsamut, Suablack, and now Supergirl. Plenty more coming up. And if you have any questions about anything, put them in the chat. If you have questions for fighters, put them in the chat. And if you have questions for me, put them in the chat. If you have general comments, put it in the chat. Help me out here. Fill this hour. I've got a bit of time in between interviews. So if you want to hear me, ask Anna how Nat's doing. So yeah, Vegan Crane, I think I did. Yeah, she said, interestingly, you got to ask her how she's doing, like whether she wants to still fight. So I don't know. I think she had been pivoting towards MMA in one, and then she had that weird special rules fight with Zhong Jingnan, which just didn't look good. And John kept hitting her on the back of the head. She was going to have a mixed rules thing with Diane Cardoso, I think it was. Didn't happen because of, I believe Cardoso's visa was denied or something like that. Not denied, but like there was just a hold up in the process. And then she ended up fighting Martina Kaczynska, it was, in Muay Thai on like a week's notice, and Martina's debut, and Martina just steamrolled her. But in her defense, yeah, she wasn't really prepping for Muay Thai. She's kind of been drilling the grappling for at least a month or whatever. And I guess when you prep for a Muay Thai fight, you want to be in the zone. So there's caveats to that. But yeah, I'd like to see Wonder Girl back, whether it's in MMA or Muay Thai. I think MMA may be a little bit better for her if they can match her up with the right opponents. I think she can still be a star. She's so popular, and so is Supergirl. They were both so young. I remember when they debuted, I think Wonder Girl was 18 and Supergirl was like 16, or maybe it was, just ridiculous. And it looked like they debuted in COVID in that 2020 year, the empty arena, Bangkok Impact Arena. Then they're both looking really good. But then I think as the competition got tougher, they didn't really rise to that level. Supergirl's kind of been, of the two of them, maybe a bit more like effective. She had a good fight with Stamp. And yeah, other than the Morales fight, she hasn't looked kind of out of her depth. But she was, as she said, woke up and was vomiting, puking, the whole thing. So hopefully no issues this time, and hopefully all good with the weight for her. Percy says, saw Rodtang rolling with DJ Mighty Mouse on DJ's YouTube channel. Will Rodtang transition to MMA? Well, I was there. I was in the room actually when they were doing that, and I filmed a bunch of it. And then afterwards, like, DJ pulled me aside and said, like, bro, can you not use that? I'm doing that for my YouTube channel. And because I'm not supposed to be in the room, I was told later by one officials. And I was only there because Rodtang invited me. I interviewed him. It was the Tokyo event, the last one, and he said DJ's going to be here, and we're going to roll. And why don't you come watch? I was like, oh yeah, I'd love to. So of course you got to whip out the phone and record that. It's gold, isn't it? And then no, DJ asked me like, oh, can you at least like wait till I've published my footage before you publish yours? And I said, look, don't worry, I won't even use it. It's your thing. You set that up. I'm not going to steal it from you. And I believe in that. Yeah, it's kind of like you've got to have a man must have a code, as Bunk says in The Wire. Or was that Omar? To Bunk. I did my dissertation, my thesis on The Wire in university, my master's. Love that show. But yeah, I think, if DJ's set that up and he's flown all the way to Japan, I'm not going to steal it. I said, oh, maybe I'll write something on it because I got a couple quotes out of him, but I think I haven't ended up doing it. And maybe I'll do it now. But yeah, it's will Rodtang transition to MMA? He was talking about it, He was talking, before that fight with Nongo, Rodtang was kind of being a bit cryptic, and he was saying things like, yeah, maybe I'm gonna go to MMA. There's more money in it. Have you got any MMA fights for me? I think it was all part of his, like, he was just playing games, He was trying to get a higher purse, and he wasn't happy, I think, with the money he was getting for Nongo fight. Obviously, when you get 480,000 USD to fight Takeru, and then you get less than that to fight Nongo, he's gonna immediately feel things like that. No one on planet Earth would be thrilled with that scenario, but I think he's getting that purse again this time, so he's very happy again. Realistically, so I think the MMA thing was all like kind of calling one's bluff, perhaps, or like just showing, hey, I can do this too. But and DJ said he's improved a lot on his grappling from when they did that mixed rules fight, and You would expect that because it's sort of 3 years later, but he must, if he's doing it every day, he might be improving, but I don't know how seriously he's taking it. So up to him. I'm sure he could do it if he wants. It doesn't have to be against, the highest level opponent. If he wants to do it, test it out how it is, you can find him a decent level. But no one really wants to see someone just grapple Rodtang to death in the ring and, for 15 minutes, whatever it is. He might be able to survive and not get subbed, but, we all like to see Rodtang do what he does. That's be the Iron Man. That's throw down in the ring. But anyway, let's see. Sean says, "What's the easiest and hardest thing about running?" Oh, I missed this question. Sorry. She's gone. Apologies, Sean. I'll ask her after the fight if she wins. Yeah, for Yau Pui, I'll ask her this one when Yau Pui turns up. You've taken time from the ring. Has taking time from the ring helped you reset physically and mentally? Is there any fight I should look in the face? Okay, I'll check with her. Glad one didn't pursue Francis Ngannou, Percy says. Yeah, I kind of talked about, would one go for him after the PFL let him go? And I thought, well, maybe you could do Francis versus Malakin, and Francis versus Rugrug are both big fights, and there's nothing to stop them doing that. I think they've since announced he's since announced he'll be doing this fight with Felipe Lins on the Carano Rousey event on Netflix, whatever that's called. I don't know if it has a name, but it's run by MVP Jake Paul's thing. So good for Francis. Go get the bag. I don't know how much he's making. Probably more than he would have made fighting in the UFC. You know what I mean? Which is why he left in the first place. And don't get it twisted. I did criticize Francis a little bit the other day, but I think he made the right decision to leave the UFC if he can get more money elsewhere. And he definitely got more money elsewhere for those 2 boxing fights. And then he got a decent bag for the Ferreira fight in PFL, 10 million, I think. Or I'm not sure, but yeah, he's financially set. Don't worry. So would one have to pay him 10 mil or something to fight Rugrug or Malakin? Is that worth the money? Does Francis still bring those eyeballs? Don't know whether it's worth it on either side. We'll see. I could see them not doing it just because of Francis was hot 3 years ago whenever this happened, So I think maybe he's going to get some momentum from this fight. I'm not sure. I think his hype kind of fell off after the Joshua fight. I'm not sure he can recover it by beating this guy who was a light heavyweight in the UFC, I think. Maybe if he does another big boxing fight and wins, he might be a bit more valuable again. But I'm not sure it's going to drive the numbers that would be worth it for one to pay the money, Him versus Rugrug is a cool idea, like African champion versus African champion. And him and Malakin also appealed to me. I think Malakin would sell that fight pretty well. But yeah, not sure. But anyway, I think we have another interview here now. Yeah, we got Hugh in the
Hello.
house. What's up, Hugh? How are you doing?
Very good. Perfect.
Perfect. All right.
Yes.
Do we have a translator? Do we need one for you, or are you gonna?
You don't, but I will try to help.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll try to keep it simple. Yeah. Okay. Well, talk to me about your fight with Suablack. What do you expect from him? What do you think he will bring to the ring on Saturday, One Fight Night 41?
Me, I don't decide specially plan. I will win my simple strong, my simple power. Yeah, punch, kick, all.
Yeah, he's more of a Muay Thai guy. He has fought kickboxing against Sangatit. He won that fight, but do you think you have much more experience than him, right? In kickboxing, this is your sport.
Suablack, he fought Sangatit
Yeah,
in kickboxing
yeah.
and he won. So, but do you think you have more experience than Sangatit?
Then Sangarit.
Sangatit.
Yeah, I know.
You know. So, Suablack won against
Yeah,
Sangatit.
yeah.
But do you think you have more experience than Sangatit and you can win Suablack? Because Sangatit boxing.
Yeah. But no relationship. Because Sangatit. I know Sangatit. No experience, but now strong. Suablack. So I don't think so.
And it's flyweight. Suablack is normally he fights at bantamweight, and then he came down from 145 to 140. Now he's going to 135. Do you think too much weight for him to cut?
Yeah. I worry little if he can lose weight, but if he over, no problem. I want to fight.
Do you think you can knock him out? Because that chin is going to be compromised. Do you think you can get the knockout against Suablack?
Yeah, I can knock out, of course.
First round, second round, when?
Almost one round, maybe 2 rounds.
$50K, $50,000 bonus.
Yes.
Sounds good to me. You have 4 victories now in one. This would be 5. How many more wins until you get the title shot?
Me, I'm ready. Me, anytime, anyone, okay. I prove in this fight my strong power, and this fight knockout after I fight in Japan, and after I will hold one championship belt in this year.
Wow. So that's Rodtang versus Takeru interim, then winner maybe face Superlek. You want to fight Superlek or Rodtang this year or Takeru?
I want to fight Supergirl or Rota.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think Rodtang will beat Takeru rematch?
I think Rota win.
Okay. Do you want to fight on that event, One Samurai One? If you beat Suablack, do you want to get another fight April 29th, Tokyo?
Yeah, I want to fight Supergirl, but maybe my opponent Taiki Naito. But I smash Taiki Naito after Supergirl.
Oh, in Tokyo, Ariake Arena?
Yes, I want to fight a title shot in Japan, Supergirl or Rota.
How excited are you about One Samurai? There's going to be one championship event in Japan every month. May, June, July, August. It must be very exciting for you from being from Japan to see one championship have an event every month now in Japan, right?
Yeah, I'm glad in one championship have many tournaments in Japan. I'm glad.
Mm.
But I like Thai fight in Lumpini
Yeah.
Stadium. So I want to fight both Japan and Thailand. Yeah.
But just kickboxing, right? Not Muay Thai.
I hold one championship belt after Muay Thai.
Okay.
Yeah, my plan.
Okay. Does Mehdi, your coach Mehdi Zatud, he's preparing you for Muay Thai?
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, no.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. A lot of people tell me, Hugh, that you are the future of Japan, and they say you're the next Takeru. Do you feel that way? Do you think, obviously, Takeru is going to retire after Rotang? Do you think you are the next Takeru? You could be the next superstar in Japan.
Yeah, everyone say me next Takeru. I'm glad, but I can more level up Japanese in Japanese fighter. I can prove number one in world. So I hope this.
Okay. Well, good luck for the fight. I'll see you tomorrow at the weigh-ins. Is everything okay with the hydration and the weight for tomorrow?
Yeah, and now easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hugh, for
Thank you.
speaking to me. And your English is really good. It's getting better.
Yeah, thank you.
I see you there, man. Thank you so much.
See
All
you.
right, cheers. All right, that was Hugh. Thank you. Yeah, Hugh's English. It's always been okay, but he's not often. He's kind of shy, right? He doesn't want to do interviews in English. Normally, we need a translator, so he's getting there. I think if he can learn English, that gives him another level of superstardom. You know what I mean? I always think, yeah, if you're Thai and you can learn it, it's a big advantage as well. And same for Japanese. Not many Japanese get it. It's very, very difficult for Japanese to learn English and vice versa. English to learn Japanese. So, yeah, if he can do that, I see a big future for him anyway. But here we are.
Oh,
Hi, Yau Pui.
father.
Yeah, new father. Yeah, I'm still in Hong Kong, but I will. I come to Bangkok tomorrow for the weigh-ins. Yeah, so I'll
Okay.
see you. Yeah, but how are you? Good to see you. Yau Pui.
Yes, long time no see.
You got your hair is now blonde, is it?
No, same as last time. I
Really?
just cut my hair.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's the light. Yeah, it looks different. But
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, how are you? You got a big fight here, Supergirl.
yes.
It's not been good for you lately. 2 losses. I know the last fight was very close with
Yes.
Martina, but how important for you to beat Supergirl here?
I think because after the last 2 fights I lost, and I haven't been fighting for an entire year, and I'm so worried about I have been eliminated by one championship, because you are fighting so many advanced level fighters, and every day there are new fighter coming, and they're so strong, and I'm so worried that I don't have I'm not qualified enough to stay here. So this fight, I think, it really means a lot to me. If I win, I can keep go further. Otherwise, I don't know.
I'm sure you will still be around, win or lose. You're a great fighter. We love to see your style. But have you changed that style? Is it still going to be, walking forward after the knockout loss? It looked a little bit different against Martina, but is that always going to be part of your style?
Yeah, sure. It's going to be part of my style, but we actually try to make some improvement and try to upgrade in different aspects and to enhance my style into more well-rounded, not just only rely on the punches or rely on going forward or the pressure. I don't know if because it has been entire year I have not been fighting in the wheel competition, and I don't know if this time I could really prove that it works or execute the plan very perfectly. But I would try to mix the two version together.
Well, yeah, there's a question from the chat here asking, having taken this time away from the ring, has it helped you reset physically and mentally? And also, are there any other fighters you're looking to face after Supergirl?
Um, I will answer the second question first. I don't think I have any name come up in my mind because I know that I believe that one championship they brought all these fighters. They are very talented and strong. So I don't have any particular name, and I know that I'm still uh, very green to this level. So I still have a long way to go. So I don't have any name in my mind right this moment. So I just depends on one championship, any name, any dates he give me, and I will get ready. So, but the first question, yeah, actually, I face a lot of not just physical health, the recovery problem of my body because I train a lot, and I also face a lot of mental frustration. I think I don't know other fighter, but I'm not that kind of very positive fighters or very positive thinking person. I used to have a lot of worry and nervous about my fight and about my future, and I really think that this short break really is a important moment for me to figure out what I should face up next. Yes.
Well, we also had a holiday as well. It's Chinese New Year. Was it tough
Yes.
for you to? You can't celebrate 100%. You have to maybe not eat so much, right?
Yeah, but I as well has my birthday. But I
Oh,
usually fight
but
around this. I usually have fight around March of this period of time. So I think I really haven't celebrated Chinese New Year for very very long time. But it's difficult for me because there is a holiday as well at my gym. So the gym was closed for 1 week, and my coaches and all my gym buddy they go to visit relatives and friends. So nobody right there to train with me, and I just need to keep my pace to make weights, to keep my uh, daily schedule to train. But I think it's also a good experience because I can take a little break, not that pressure. But after that, I fully recovered and I go back to train again after the
well,
holiday. Yes.
yeah. Sounds like it's been a crazy time for you. Um, do you ever think about going to Thailand for fight camps, things like that?
Um, I love living in Thailand and I love Thailand, but I don't know because I think to me I really need a lot of time to build up the the trust between my coaches and my gym buddy, and I think now my gym my coach they very understand my style and understand not just my physical style but my personal style, my character. So I think what they did to me is good for me. And I don't know if I would used to the style in Thailand. So I think maybe training, no, but living in Thailand, yes.
How's it been for you in terms of when you won the contract and you kind of exploded in Hong Kong, right? And now you won the debut as well on One Championship. Then you had the 2 losses. And what's it like? Do you still feel like that same pressure to perform for Hong Kong, or is it make it more? Are you more relaxed now, perhaps in a way, because maybe the pressure was taken off you. What did that feel like?
I actually think that I thought that I have changed the environment, or I have changed the Hong Kong people to view towards Muay Thai or the industry. I thought I can change that when I get that contract. But after this 2 years, I think actually I literally changed nothing. And I really don't think that when I walk down the street, I really don't think that people would say that, oh, you are a Muay Thai fighter and I know who you are and I want to take a picture with you. Or I don't know, we have those respect compared with the fighter in Thailand, maybe, because they very treasure their Muay Thai fighter and respect them. And I don't think that Hong Kong people have that kind of cultural norms. I don't know what would they call, but I don't think that I really changed that phenomenon. But I think to me personally, I really think that this time I have to do it for myself. I'm not doing it for anybody. I don't want to change anybody anymore. But I just want to prove it to myself. I just want to do it for myself that the decision that I made at the very beginning is right. And I'm still doing what I love, and I don't have to worry about my future because this is what I love. And now this is the opportunity right in front of me. I just need to grab it and I do my best. So this time is for myself, I think.
Yeah, maybe it was too much pressure to do it for Hong Kong before, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure if you win this fight, I'm sure they'll be loving you again. You know how it is in Hong Kong.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
tend to
sure.
love
You are
the winners
right.
and they hate the losers, but
Yes.
but yeah, talk to me about Supergirl. She's coming off a loss a long time ago to Christina Morales, and then her last fight she failed the hydration and her opponent didn't take it, so she's been gone for a while. Do you think that plays your advantage? Because I don't think she fought since November 2023 in the ring.
Yeah, I know that she has not been fighting for a longer time than me, but I'm also away from from the competition for an entire year. So I think it's 50-50. Yeah, because we are rusty. Yeah. But but I think is I don't think that I would have a advantage at that circumstances, but so I don't know. I think it's toe to toe.
All right. Sean says, looking forward to seeing you fight and progress further in your career. Vegan Crane asking, do you have a nickname with a clever play on words with you and Nick? I think it's the octopus, right? Was it?
Yeah, in Chinese it's Yau Yu. Yau Yu, because it's my name is Yau Pui, and because in Chinese character the people don't know how to pronounce my surname, so they pronounce my middle name first, and so they usually call me Yau Pui. So that's why Yau is that's come from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The octopus, or just octopus.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Well, there you go, vegan crane. That's the answer. So yeah, well, everything okay with the hydration and the weight, right? I'll be there tomorrow. I'll see you there. But are you going to have any problems, or is it okay?
Yeah. This morning we test the we have an unofficial weight in and hydration. So far it's good. So
Okay.
we'll see this 2 days to make it better.
All right. Well, I'll leave it there. So, anything else you want to say to the fans, or what? Just let us know now.
I don't know if there is still people supporting me because
I think there are.
yeah, because after last 2 fight, and I don't know, but I'm so appreciated that everybody, you guys believe in me, in what I can, what I am capable of. So I just want to thank you guys for still supporting me. Yes.
Yes. Well, I think you are too modest, perhaps too shy. You still have a lot of fans, and I'm sure they'll be watching and cheering you on against Supergirl on Saturday. So yeah, thank you, Yau Pui,
Okay,
for
thank
speaking
you.
to
Thank
me.
you
Yeah,
so
we'll see you
much.
tomorrow. All right.
See you.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye. That was YYP, my homie from Hong Kong. She is back in action on Saturday. Yeah, and I think she does herself a disservice sometimes. She's a little too self-deprecating, self-deprecating. I'm the same. I'm very quick to criticize myself, but very slow to praise myself sometimes in life. And she should be proud of where she is and what she's achieved already. First Hong Kong fighter, local born, in one championship. And that means a lot. We don't have many of them here. There's Phoebe Lowe as well on Friday fights, but it shows how tough it is to make it. She's training at Superbond's gym with all of those killers there every day, and she's still kind of struggling. She didn't do too well the last fight, but we'll get back to that because I've got Willie van Rooyen in the house. Good to see you,
How are you,
Willie.
Nick?
Good to meet you. Yeah, how are you?
Good. I'm doing good, thanks, and you?
I'm okay. I'm very hungry because it's like lunchtime, and we're going 2 hours already on this live stream. You're like the 7th interview we have
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
so
Jesse.
yeah, we're just smashing them out. But yeah, good to catch up. I didn't see you for the debut against Aversbeck, but you were back against Jeremy Miado. Talk to me about that debut though, because you came in with obviously big expectations. You were champion in EFC, and it didn't go your way. It was a fun fight, but then it kind of swung, didn't it? Just talk to me about everything after, how you dealt with that loss.
Yeah, so for me it was a big eye opener of like I said, the skill levels of the fighters are at one compared to EFC that I was used to. So for me, I was I used that loss just to see where should I improve myself to be like I say, on par with the fighters in the division as well. So I improved myself in this fight camp, and I used that fight to see where's my flaws and what I should work on to improve myself.
Yeah, and there's no shame losing to Aversberg because he's fighting for the belt now against
Yes,
Yuya
yeah,
Wakamatsu.
yes.
What do you think? Do you think he can win the belt next month in Japan?
If he keeps on performing like like he's currently performing, I think he stands a high chance. But yeah, I've been a fan of Yuya for a while now, so I'm leaning more towards Yuya for this fight. But I mean, in this sport, anything can happen at any moment. So it's almost like a 50-50 for me at the moment.
Yeah, and Yuya, is he still the long-term target, the long-term goal for you getting to that belt if he still has it?
Yes, definitely, yes.
Well, both of you guys, Jeremy and you, are coming off a loss to Aversbeck. It's like the Aversbeck derby, you know. He was I think a TKO second round. But he's a tough guy, Jeremy, and I always tell people I love his boxing, and he started to put together the wrestling defense and the grappling.
Yes.
What are you expecting out of him? It's a tough fight, isn't it?
Yes, no, it's definitely gonna be a tough fight. But I prepared well for this fight, so I'm looking to test stand up and also the grappling in this fight. See, expose where his weaknesses are and expose it, and get, like I said, try to get a finish if it's there. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep on exposing his weaknesses and fight him from there.
Yeah, and the division is kind of in a transition now. A lot of the old guard are gone or they're losing. You know, DJ's retired, and Adriano Moraes, I think, is now left one. It was reported last week, or he's a free agent. He's a
Yeah.
former champ. You know, Kairat's gone. He was a former champ. Reese McLaren's gone. He was knocking on the door for a title shot. You're part of the new guard, right? And it can change quickly, like you said. And you know, if you get a win here, maybe one more, you might be straight to the title. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, so for me, I want to get as much experience as possible because I mean, like you are at the moment, and even Avasbek, all my other fighters has a lot more fights than I do. So if the opportunity comes, I don't think I'll let it go. I'll definitely take the opportunity. But for me, the main goal is just to build up more experience and, like I say, improve myself, work on just improving my skill level to be above the other fighters. And if the opportunity comes, then I'll know I'll be ready for it.
Yeah, and also representing South Africa. Not many of you guys in one. I think you and
Yes.
Bokang. Bokang won
Yeah.
recently. How happy were you to see that?
No, definitely. I was very, very happy and proud because we've been training together for a while now, or not like in the same gym, but we've helped each other here and there. I was definitely happy and proud that he won his fight.
Yeah, I think you guys have the same team behind you as well. Are the boys with you? I know they came out to Bangkok not too long ago, so I'm not sure. They said they might be there, but it's like quite expensive for them.
Yeah, no, they are not yet on this trip. No, I think maybe on the next one, because we've been talking that maybe me and Bokang can try to appear on the same fight card, and I think if that happens, I think it will work out very, very nicely for us.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be great. In terms of straw weight, do you think Bokang should be the next title challenger there?
I think so. He's proven his point. He's proven his worth in the division. So I definitely think he deserves a title shot at least. For me,
Is that the dream, both of you, to have the belt at the same time, maybe?
Yes, I mean, if that can happen, I think that will be awesome. I think that will be a massive accomplishment for South African MMA, not just for us.
Yeah, obviously Drickus is the trailblazer, former champ in UFC, but I think one championship. I might be wrong, but I don't think we've had a South African champion. You know, how great would that be for you?
Yeah, no, that will be super awesome.
Well, first up, it's Jeremy on Saturday, and well, even before that, it's the scale. We've got the weigh-ins tomorrow.
Yeah.
How are you? Yeah, how are you with the hydration? Everything good?
Yeah, so far it's going good. I'm basically almost on weight. So yes, and I'm feeling good, not feeling any bit of tiredness or anything. So yeah, I'm feeling strong.
All right. Well, I'll see you there. I'm gonna fly in tomorrow for the weigh-ins, and
Oh yes, awesome.
yeah. Good luck. I'll be good to meet you in person. But any final words you want to say ahead of the fight?
Just for the people watching the fights, you must be ready. It's gonna be a war. Even though we're the first fights, it's gonna be on par of a main event fight. For me personally, I think it's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, I think it will be a great start to the card. First fight. Don't miss it, guys. Willie van Rooyen against Jeremy Miado. Thanks, Willie, for your time, and good luck.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
we'll
much.
see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. See you tomorrow.
See you, man. Thank you so much. All right, yeah,
Thank
that
you.
is Willie van Rooyen, the man. The man is back after the day we lost. Didn't go his way to Aversbeck, Komazayev, but he gets his second chance to make a good first impression against Jeremy Miado, who I also love. And it's tough. Yeah, some fights you just. I'm friendly with Jeremy as well, and I respect him. I think he doesn't get the respect he deserves. He looked great on his last fight. So, sorry, not the last one, the one before that. He looked great. But anyway, I digress. Someone's got to win. Someone's got to lose. We got one more interview for you, though. I think there's Jeremy. I think that is the end of the interviews. I believe he's still coming. But let me check with Fi that he's still coming up. But otherwise, so yeah, we'll have one more interview for you. But please keep the comments coming in between. That's all good. I forgot what we were talking about before this happened, but I'll try to get back to the chat. Where were we? What's next for Mengbo and Zhong Jingnan? I don't know. I think Mengbo's been released, Vegan Crane, and Zhong Jingnan is still under contract, but still has the belt. They're still not giving her title fights. If you hear my stomach rumbling, apologies. Yeah, as I said to Willie, it's been 2 hours we've been live, so I'm starving. But I think just one more interview, so however long that takes, and then I can go eat. NG says, how's it going? Good to see you, NG. World's on fire as Instagram is down. Oh, really? But happy to see the show going well. I didn't know Instagram is down. It's a shame. How will we all survive? It's crazy how dependent we are on these things, but hopefully it's back up and running now. It was Bunk who said, a man must have a code. I thought it was Bunk. Yes. Thank you, Sean, who said, have you watched Top Boy? I think it's Top Boy. I remember watching Top Boy when it first came out, way back when. I think they then made a follow-up series. I'm not sure I watched the second series. Maybe I did, but I liked it. Yeah. Why was a good show. Season 2 was my favorite. Speaking my language, season 2 was my favorite. I think it doesn't get as much respect as it deserves, just like Jeremy Miado. Yeah, I really love season 2. It was sad to see Ziggy, the actor who played him, James Ransone, died recently. I think, yeah, around Christmas. Very, very young still, very talented actor. A lot of Wire actors have died in recent years. It's crazy. Lance Reddick, Clay Davis, what was it? Isaiah Whitlock Jr. as well around that time. There's been so many. It's just, yeah, really sad. If you're a fan of that show, to see these guys leaving Earth, it is tough to see, but they're forever immortalized on that show. Classic show. Like I said, I was obsessed with it when I was younger. I wrote my dissertation on it. When is Denise back? Vegan Crane says, no idea. No idea. I don't know what's going on with her. Sean wants an Atlanta show in November. Francis versus Jones. John Jones and Rugwig versus Anatoly. Winners face each other in Africa for the undisputed heavyweight title in March. I would love that, but unlikely they could get John Jones or Francis. And I'm not even sure they would do Atlanta or Africa. Yeah. I would love to see it, but I just don't see it. You know what I mean? Hugh with the head kick KO in round 2. Sean says, any news on Malik in Perseus? Nope. He's looking for a fight. He's desperate for a fight, Rug. I don't know what's going on with the Rug and him. Whether they'll rebook that for Samurai. The plan was roughly to do that, in April 1175. Things changed a little bit though when they replaced that show with Samurai. So we'll have to see. I don't know what Rug's saying. Malikin seemed to say he's kind of ducking him. Do you think one will ever go back to traveling around the world for future cards? Percy said. I would love to. I say it frequently. I miss the shows outside of Thailand, and as much as I love Thailand, going to Thailand every month does get a little bit like repetitive. But again, I do love Thailand. I do love Bangkok, and but yeah, I miss going to Kuala Lumpur, Manila, and there's a few other places. Even like Denver, I missed. that was fun. But yeah, Singapore I miss as well. Singapore, Manila, Kuala Lumpur. Those are the others I've been to. I never went to Indonesia, and I never went to China. I think those were the other two markets before COVID. Jakarta and Beijing. So I would love to go. Yeah, I've never been to Indonesia in general, so I'd love to go. And yeah, China would be great for me. Pretty easy for me. I'm not too far from there. I'm literally on the border. And now I think it's pretty easy to get in. They've made British passports have a 30-day visa-free entry to China. So even if it was in Macau, that would be brilliant as well, because I can just get on a bus or a boat straight over. But let's see. I had heard whispers of a China show and things like that, but Indonesia not so much. Malaysia, has been also talked about recently. America is scheduled for the summer, I think. Doha was planned for next month, I believe, 1174, but there's this whole situation going on right now in the Middle East you may be aware of. So that's not happening, I'm pretty sure. Nothing officially been announced, but yeah, we can assume safely that's off. Vegan Crane's waiting for Mengbo versus Angela Lee, but Angela Lee's retired and Mengbo has been released by one, so I don't think that's ever happening, especially not in one championship. Sorry, Vegan Crane. Yeah, we have one more, Jeremy Miado, scheduled. I don't know when he's turning up, but hopefully soon, because I'm out of topics. If you do have any questions, please put them in the chat. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Anything you want to say, stick it in the chat and help me out here, because I'm on my own. There used to be times when I'd do these long live shows, I'd have a buddy with me, someone like Tom Taylor, but on my own today, or with Molly here in the background. She's having an afternoon snooze. Patchy Mix. Let's talk about that. Patchy Mix didn't do too good on Ryzen. The Ryzen show was great, wasn't it? Everyone's raving about that. I do think, there's kind of a slight, ever so slight buzz just one is receiving off the back of this recent UFC negativity, right? I think Luke Thomas was talking about it on Demetrius Johnson's show about, well, if you want BMF fights, real ones, just go watch one championship, go watch one Friday fights. I haven't seen the clip, but I'm paraphrasing. I was told he said that. And then Jack Slack was talking about it. If you want BMF fights, go watch Friday fights. You'll be happy. And it's true. I say it all the time. Friday fights, you'll get like 10 BMF fights every week of guys just throwing trading leather, throwing down, kill or be killed. There's very few 4-ounce Muay Thai fights in one where you get that kind of defensive style that you can do in traditional Muay Thai. What do they call it? Muay Femur, I think. And that has come at a cost to some fighters. Like Ferrari Fairtex, because it just didn't translate Well, anyway, we got Jeremy here in the house, so I'm gonna stop talking. What's up, Jeremy Miado? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you have a big fight here. We just spoke to your opponent, Willie van Rooyen. But yeah, how are you? How are you feeling going into this fight with him?
I feel better and then feel excited in this fight.
Yeah, both of you guys are coming off a loss to Avazbek Kolmazayev, and
Yeah,
like I said to him, there's no shame in that because he's now fighting for the title in April.
yeah, it's good.
What do you think? Do you think he can win the belt against Yuya Wakamatsu?
I can't tell the result, but it's for me. It's like it's gonna be a good match and then tough match for him too. It's like, but
We'll
like
see what
I'm
happens. Yeah.
excited to watch that fight.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. I don't know, but are you still dreaming of one day challenging for the title as well?
Yeah, hope I can get the chance. So my goal is like same before.
Yeah, and a win here against Van Rooyen is gonna be a very big victory for you.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect from him? What kind of fight are you expecting?
I watch his fight, and then he's a good striker. But when you go exchange with him in the striking, I think he gonna go to take down, try to change level, and then try to take me down. So yeah, but for me, it's like I'm excited in this match because like we're both striker. So it's a good match for the fans.
Yeah, I talk to you a lot. Every time I see you, I say I love your boxing, but I think you've improved a lot in your takedown defense and your grappling.
Yeah.
You've been working with Campbell and Coach Colt K at Peachai, right? I mean, how much has that side of your game improved?
Now it's like Coach Colton and Coach Campbell and then Coach Sam is like refined my striking, wrestling, and BJJ. So we're ready. Even it's like the fight go to the ground, go to the ground, go striking, everything. We're ready.
Yeah, you showed that against Gilbert Nakatani and also against Avazbek. He told me after he was really surprised. Avazbek told me very surprised how good you were, also how hard you hit, but he was surprised how much you were able to defend his takedowns, things like that, and even on the ground, the scrambles. Does that make you proud, or do you think you still have lots of improvement to do?
I need to improve more. So that night is like not my night. So that's why I need to work more to improve my wrestling and then BJJ. So we can get back in the top.
Yeah. Well, is it crazy to you? Like, do you feel now you've been fighting for so long, but this is the best you've ever been, right? I think it is. And it feels like you're only just beginning.
Yeah. I feel excited and then I prepare like a kind of long camp. I have a long camp now, so I'm happy for that. Really happy for that.
Yeah. All right. Well, everything okay with the hydration tomorrow? I'll be there. I'll see you at the weigh-ins. But how are you doing with that?
Yeah. My weight now is like just 1 kg over, so it's all good, all hydrated, like everything's good.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Any other words you want to say to your fans? Any final message?
To all the fans, you need to watch this fight, this match, like me versus Willie. This is good match for you guys. Like this is for you guys. Let's go.
Yeah, don't miss it, guys. Jeremy Miado, always fun. Very underrated, I say. Do you feel you don't really get the respect you deserve sometimes in one championship?
Yeah, I feel that kind of feeling, but I'm just thankful. They even when my career is like up and down, they always give me like chance to showcase my skills. That's why I'm here now, excited to showcase again my skills and then to prove everyone that I'm still staying here in the division.
Yeah, well, you've been around a long time, but
Yeah.
I think recently, like, you look better than ever, right? That's what I mean. Do you feel that way?
Yeah. Now it's like I feel better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Than
All right.
before.
Well, yeah, it's exciting to see the journey you're on. So I look forward to this latest fight. And yeah, thanks for speaking to me, man. I'll see you
Yeah, yeah.
tomorrow.
Thank
at
you
the
so
game.
much for the time, bro. Thank you.
Always,
See
man.
you.
Yeah, see you then.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Take care,
All right, that was Jeremy Miado, the Jaguar, back in action. And that is our full slate of interviews. I think we got through them all. I'm just going to double check. But yes, we've done Hugh, YYP, Willie, Jeremy, Supergirl, Suablack, Sinsamut, Tye, and George. That is it. There were a few other comments in the chat, so I'll just have a quick look. I think I was talking about the kind of blowback on the UFC lately, and I think it could give one a nice boost. Hopefully they are aware of this and that they kind of now's the time to strike. They need a really good card on Friday, and I'm not sure like this is the one. You know what I mean? I was doing the preview yesterday for Friday Fights, and on paper it's not like a spectacular one, but you never know, it can catch fire just with one viral knockout. So I think one's doing the right thing. Just keep at it. I would always say, like, don't worry what the UFC is doing. Just try and do what you're doing. Put on this product, this exciting product that they're doing. Action. I think it's just going to gain more fans in the US. There's Phi. Is that it, Phi?
Yes, that's me. We done?
I think we're done. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you for it. Yeah.
No problem. I didn't do anything today. Dream just did everything.
Okay. Well, no, you
I was just
arranged it all.
walking.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah, see you.
Okay. Bye. That's Phi. She's the one who arranges everything for me on these. So appreciate Phi. And I appreciate you guys all tuning in and listening and asking questions, asking comments. Any final words? Yeah. Percy stopped watching UFC once they became an extension of MAGA. You know, I'm not like I'm not a political guy. I don't sort of lean left or right. But like particularly, I find things on both sides good and bad sometimes, and like I just try to I don't really get caught up in it all, but it is a bit weird how much they've leaned into this Trump stuff, and it's sort of like watching a political rally, a Trump rally every time, and that's fine if you're a Trump fan, but I think a lot of people are and a lot of people aren't, and then if you lean too hard one way, you're alienating a big potential audience there, and maybe the UFC realizes or thinks, you know, we know what our audience is. It's pretty much Trump fans, and they might think that. But I think as a business, you should never kind of cut off entirely new revenue streams and things like that. They're obviously making a lot of money, and it's well documented. But they're so tied into the Trump government. If anything happens, you know, if Trump doesn't, you know, if Trump gets impeached or there's something blows up with him from Epstein scandal, or, you know, if he loses, what's the word? Like, if people turn on him over all this stuff if he loses popularity over the Iran war, I don't know what they're calling it. You know, and you're also tied up with that. They could fall with that. And, you know, having a event on the White House lawn is amazing. Just who else would ever get that? I don't like the card. I think the card's weak. I said it last night. But yeah, like if some massive scandal surrounded Donald Trump a week before that White House card, it's just bad for business. So I'm just a little surprised they've lent in so hard with it. And I'm kind of like you, Percy. I don't really want to watch a political rally when I watch sports. You know, I just want to watch the sport. I don't like anything political in it. And a lot of Americans were saying that, you know, when people were kneeling, you know, during the Kaepernick thing, like keep politics out of sport. But they don't seem to mind when it's Trump at the UFC. I think it can be a little hypocritical. I'm with them. Like, keep politics out of sport. I don't really want to see it. Just want to watch the sport. But let's be fair across the whole thing. But anyway, for me, it was how they handled the pandemic. Sean says unfair treatment of the fighters. Well, yeah, the UFC definitely changed in the pandemic. I think it was better before. It's a bit unfair for us to say because I think everything was better before the pandemic. A lot of things had to change, just businesses in general. I mean, everyone's life changed with that. How many people lost their dream job or their business? Or I definitely had that was a fork in the road of my career and my life because I was still at SCMP and I was literally we were close to launching like a sort of martial arts section on the website, and I was going to build a team, yeah, and hire people like because we were doing so much stuff. It wasn't just one championship. It was like UFC was going crazy for us, boxing, anything combat was doing really well, and the plan was to just do it all. But then, yeah, the world changed, and that never happened. And then the SCMP went behind a paywall, and I kind of just got a bit tired of UFC as well. I just decided to focus on one championship because, yeah, I just saw like a gap there. You know, everyone covers UFC, but I thought, what if I just cover one and make that my thing? And here we are, a couple years later, and it's going quite well. Well, I hope so, at least. I hope you think so. But yeah, the pandemic UFC, they kind of filled a hole in terms of there wasn't much sports, right? And they were just smashing out cards, but the quality definitely took a hit. The fighters started getting paid even less. And now I just think they purposefully avoid putting on the best fights they could just to save money for shareholders or whatever, which defeats the point. Like when the money they have, they could definitely put on like these crazy cards every month, every week, you know. But they're holding down fighters. They're trying to bully other promotions as well while doing that, which I just think sucks. But anyway, I don't want to hate on it too much. My final words are, can I have a cigarette? Vegan Crane says, you can, but not for me. I quit smoking about 5.5 months ago now. Yeah, when my kid was born. So I used to smoke socially. If I was out with friends or whatever, having a drink, I'd smash a bunch of cigarettes and then feel terrible. And then you never realize how terrible you feel until you stop. And then, yeah, it sort of really messes you up. If you have like half a pack, the next day you just, yeah, I am at least just not feeling great. So I feel a lot better now. Definitely. This is why one is a good option for fighters in Europe, Asia, and Africa, says Sean. Why do you think one keep putting the MMA fighters on the shelf, says Percy? I think they're just changing the makeup of the MMA divisions. I think the investment has cooled off. You know, they used to raise 150 mil every couple of years, right? And then they plowed a lot of that into fight purses and things. And I think now the money situation's changed for them. It's been well documented. Yeah, that I think the last round they got was sort of 50 mil a couple of years ago, or a year and a half ago. I think what they're doing now is better. They're more reliant on their own revenue streams, and that's a better way to build a business than just putting your hand out constantly for investors. And we've seen with this venture capitalist boom and bust thing that happened in the 2010s with all these companies in Silicon Valley, all raised big money. Only a handful of them really actually went on to kind of make it big. And I think that era is over, and I think one are doing well to adapt, but it just means, yeah, they have to be a bit more realistic with their purses. And I think you can still pay big purses to, yeah, like kickboxing and Muay Thai, but a big purse in MMA is different gravy. And a lot of the old school MMA fighters were on big contracts, like, which I think one just internally can't really justify anymore. Like, you're not getting the views, you're not driving the buys, you know, the pay-per-view buys, or you're not driving the ratings, or you're not driving the social media views, but we're paying you this, which is like 10 times more than this person on Muay Thai who's getting us those ratings, those views, those merchandise sales. You have to be a bit cold-blooded with it and look at it in that light from a business perspective. And that's why you're seeing a lot of MMA guys, I think, kind of eventually, leave because they're not getting fights when their contracts end. And as much as I love these guys and girls, I understand it from a business point of view. I understand it from their point of view why they're frustrated they're not getting fights. But I think one's rebuilding their entire MMA ecosystem now. There's a lot of them coming in from Friday fights, getting contracts there, starting on lower purses than just coming in on like 100K or whatever. And yeah, one can't really sustain that for fighters that aren't in the top bracket for them. So that's my take on it. What happened between Ray Flores and One? I know Ray quite well, and I wouldn't want to say anything out of turn. It's for Ray to, talk about that. But I don't think they're on bad terms. I think Ray's doing the big shows for One. That's like his role. He's going to be there in Tokyo for Samurai, I believe. Last time I spoke to him, he was. So he was there in 173 in November. They're just not using him on fight nights like every month because I think they want to save him for those spectacular cars because he has that presence and that voice, that aura about him. But they're on good terms. I think Ray was happy to still do those monthly fight night shows, but maybe they just couldn't agree. I think after he had a contract with them. I think it was up around that time, but I'll leave it for Ray to discuss. I think Ray's really happy with One Championship. One Championship's really happy with Ray. I'd love to see more of Ray. I think him and Mitch had a great duo, great relationship. So let's have more Ray Flores. He's so good. What we should also get is more fights, hopefully soon, for Samurai. I'm excited to see the rest of this card. Hopefully over the next few weeks they flesh it out. Let me know what you'd love to see on that. I'd really love to see like a John DiBella title defense or something, or I thought maybe we'd get Supergirl on that card. There was some rumors I'd heard flyweight return. Maybe he had a title fight lined up. I don't know, but if you've got an interim title, it's difficult to put the undisputed belt on the same card. So maybe we still get flyweight Supergirl title defense. If DiBella's on there, what do you do? Maybe him versus Zhang Peimian. I think they could go back to that. I think there was hope maybe they could have got Takumi Terada, but he's gone to Rise. I think Terada will eventually come to One, maybe after a year or two there. I don't know how long his contract is, whether it's a one fight thing, but he was. I think they were trying to make him the new K1 champion who comes over to One, vacating the belt like Yuki Yoza and all that. Which is, I'm surprised he didn't really. And he would have been a great opponent for John in Japan. But maybe Zhang Peimian. What else would you like to see on that card? Let me know. Ask your dog if it's okay if you sleep on the floor. What do you think, Molly? No, she sleeps. But we have two dogs and they both sleep on the bed. It's impossible to get them off. Just stop trying. But we have a king size bed here, luckily. Before in our old apartment, we had a queen size. And when you got us plus two big dogs, it was very cramped. I didn't get much sleep. You just wake up in weird positions, like, and then you always got this neck pain, back pain. But a bit more space here. So happy. Well, that'll do it, guys. We've hit 2.5 hours, so I'm going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed the One Fight Night 41 Media Day. It was fun. We got some good stuff. And I'll be flying to Bangkok tomorrow morning for all those weigh-ins. So tune in on my socials, Nick Atkin 1, at Nick Atkin 1 on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Threads as well. I'm trying to do my Threads. My TikTok now is blowing up. I think I got like 1,400 followers on there. Slowly. So yeah, you can catch me everywhere, and yeah, we'll have some good content for you, I'm sure. So stay tuned. Also check out Bangkok Post for my articles. Links in my bio. But yep, I've been Jick Atkin. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and see you tomorrow. And have a good week. Enjoy the show. One Fight Night 41 coming up on Saturday morning in Bangkok.